from the lava serpent territory in the kind of lake, the lava lake, across the open ground, the treacherous open ground, which became significantly quicker and less treacherous because all of you, with your powers combined, summoned Razian, or the
Captain Razian,
the servant of Ganymen, and because you all summoned him together, the Razian that you summoned was much more powerful. And thanks to that, the more powerful summoned Razian, instead of just summoning a tinky little rowboat, he summoned a massive spectral apparition of the Ganymenoloth, the pirate ship that that Ganymen is a patron god of, which made the whole journey all the way to the demonic triumvirate's castle much, much quicker and safer overall. So arriving at the castle, you guys were given the grand tour by what appeared to be a somewhat demonic butler. You got to meet the greater gods, all of which, well, the Lady of Hunger, Tiamat, sure was keen on that shard of Nengwan. And then as you guys passed the area that had the Lord of Pain, Leviathan, you were ambushed by a spawn of Leviathan, which was not a pleasant experience.
That was fine.
Yeah.
Felix went down a little bit, but...
Felix died as usual.
Yeah.
Hey, originally it was Elise.
Well,
I think.
Oh shit, that's right. Oh fuck, I'm looking at my HP now. Oh god. It's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back. So then you guys went and were taken to the room, the throne room of the Lord of Betrayal, Lord Brightstar. And with the throne empty, the butler, the demonic butler that had been coming along with you, showing you the ropes, went and perched himself on top of the throne, revealing himself to be none other than Lord Brightstar himself, showing his... well...
Fantastic muscles. Oh my god.
Yeah, his more muscular demonic form.
They're not that great muscles.
He's well, it's a matter of opinion. If you want to go for an arm wrestle against him, then by all means.
Nah, it seems probably not like a great idea.
Maybe.
Chickening out.
I don't make deals with demons.
Fair. So after a discussion, a bit of a... negotiations were short.
Yes.
As Lord Brightstar was more than happy to acquiesce to your wants and needs. What he was more interested in was the 5 of you. And going over you one by one, he eventually settled on Malari, offering her a deal of great power. Which Malari you decided to accept.
Of course.
And we'll jump
very readily.
Very readily. So we'll jump right back into that. So Malari...
Is there like time freeze? Did that happen?
Yeah, so there's a bit of a time freeze going on. Malari, this is still kind of happening as you are before the true appearance of Lord Brightstar, a massive being, a very dark being wreathed in flames, multi-armed with a crown of horns. He goes
hands,
and
wink wink.
putting his hand on you. You can feel his power flowing into you. It is an immense amount of power, and it burns you from the inside. It is pure agony, but you can feel it taking hold. You can feel that this power that is going into you, it will be yours. But with that, you black out. The rest of you don't see anything different, really. You still see Lord Brightstar sitting on his throne in his demonic appearance. It's basically almost instantaneously after Malari accepts and is like, yes, I take this deal, she kind of drops. Malari, you are unconscious at the moment.
Do we do this?
What was that?
What just happened?
Do we notice that she just dropped?
Yeah. Here, you guys are... Time freeze over. You guys are all back as you were before.
I'll,
and Malari just collapses.
I'm just going to try and catch her if I can.
Yeah. Easy enough to do.
Who did we lose? Mick.
Mick, yeah.
Should we wait for the Mickey boy to come back?
He did just ask what just happened, so...
Yeah, sorry, I just got a call, so I missed a lot of what just happened. So,
Malari collapsed.
Oh,
So, as Malari is kind of dropping, right after saying yes, I'll take that, Tyrus, you go catching her.
Welcome back.
Check for a pulse, I suppose.
Yeah, she's alive. She feels hot to the touch. Like, hot, ouch, that'll burn me to the touch.
Oh, alright, okay.
I hate when Discord disconnects me. Fortunately, I have this as a backup.
Is this your phone?
We have the low quality mic.
This is the free version with ads.
Yes, of course.
It's called brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh no!
That actually
I
sounds
want to
perfect.
skip this ad.
Oh god. Lord Brightstar sitting across his throne, draped kind of haphazardly a leg over one of the arms of his very gaudy golden throne that he sits upon. Well,
Goldie golden gold.
I think that was quite a success.
What was the success? What'd you do?
I offered her power and she took it.
Of course she would.
Alright.
No strings, no chains.
No strings attached at all. Her own power to use as she so desires.
Coming from your mouth.
You gave magical powers to Malari.
Goldoth isn't saying anything. He's just kind of standing in a battle-ready stance and eyeing the demon. He doesn't like what's going on. He doesn't trust any of this.
Noticing this, Lord Brightstar will chuckle to himself a bit. Oh, don't be silly. There's nothing you can do to me here in my own domain. Besides, I am a lesser god, one of the most powerful at that. Oh, well, am I now? It's an
He's
interesting
just, like,
prospect, actually.
words.
Oh, I forgot to add some music. Hold on. I think this one is appropriate. This is the most appropriate for this situation.
Is it?
Tempted to listen to music.
Yeah, that works. I see. Yeah.
Actually, does stabilize? No.
She doesn't seem injured. Though the heat...
I was just wondering if it pulls them up from unconsciousness.
No.
Sadly not.
Actually, Malari, could you roll me 2d12?
Really?
think it's time for another ad. Want to make money by taking surveys online?
7.
Give us all
Oh,
your
God.
personal
7.
information.
Okay.
Install Honey now.
So
Jeez.
you'll probably be out for about 7 hours.
7 hours. Yep.
Okay.
Could have been worse. You could roll double 12.
Oh, that's
Yep.
true. That would have been the good long nap from Alari. It's been a while.
Nap indeed.
Good news, guys.
Loves her naps.
No more freeware, Mick.
You,
Hey.
No more ads from here on out.
We've
Yay.
we've paid for the full subscription.
Oh yeah.
What is a full subscription? Nah.
We get voice actor Mick.
And you got player Mick, but if you want to get DM Mick, you could pay an extra $50 a month.
50.
It's pretty expensive
Yeah.
for pro DM, might I say.
We get.
I mean,
we get
so are the
DM
books.
Free.
Fair.
That's true.
Well, now that all the business is done, I suppose I should hold up my end of the deal. And the demonic lesser god will stand up and he'll spread his wings out. You can see parts of it are like pitch black, a kind of inky darkness that fall down into kind of like falling fire. With that, he, holding his arms out wide, I guess T-posing would be the best. He'll T-pose for dominance, as a massive shockwave will emanate out from him. You guys don't...
Oh shit! Everyone's dead.
No, you're fine. But, Felix, you do feel a slight instinctual desire to ally yourself with adventurers, generally. It is very, very small, overall. Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very small.
With that, Lord Brightstar will crack his knuckles and be like, well, do you have any further business with me?
Suppose no. Is she? How long is she going to be out? Pointing at Malari.
Oh,
6 hours 55.
I'll pick Malari up and start heading towards the exit.
He like
Then.
chucks me over his shoulder kind of thing.
No, I'm like cradling you, like doing a fireman's carry type thing. I'm treating you gingerly.
Goroth, as you do pick her up like that, she is incredibly hot. As in,
Well,
burning your arms hot.
That's
you're not wrong, but is that really? Is not really the time for that.
You know what I mean.
She's passed out, dude. Come on. No. Yeah, no, that's fine. I will bear the pain, bear the heat.
Yeah. So, luckily it's not enough to cause damage, but it is.
It is painful.
Yeah.
I think I minded it just because bringing fire resistance. The most useful item in the game. Anyway.
Hey, when you head to the demonic realm.
I'm just actually going to say, excuse me, Lord Brightstar.
Yes.
Would it be too impudent a request to ask if you could send us, transport us back to the expedition forces?
Yeah, that would be a big help.
I could do that, yes. What's in it for me? Let's make a deal.
I just
Well,
call over. You're a fool if you make a deal.
Against this.
Yeah. I just say over to you. You're a fool if you make a deal with this man, with the demon.
fair enough. Caleb, did you have a crate of fruit in your bags?
Yeah, we gave it this time.
Yeah, you had one though, didn't you? That
Yeah.
you'd written down one in your bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had one written down in my bag as well. So we probably did get 2 crates.
There you go.
Well, I'm just gonna produce the crate of fruit and just say, well, we do have this fruit that would otherwise go to waste.
Fresh. Not available down here.
Hmm. You know,
I do suppose it depends on the cost.
It would be a shame to waste such. You know, my many followers do give me offerings of fine foods quite often, but you're offering. No, I suppose it will do. You can leave it here, I'll have the servants take care of it.
I'll place it down gently.
Right. So you want to go to the expedition forces, is that correct?
The Adventurer Guild outpost, if that's a little bit easier.
Oh, yes, no, quite. With that, he'll kind of wave his hand across, and you all instantly begin to feel like you are falling into an inky blackness. Quite different from the teleportation circles that you are used to. As time seems to speed up as you do so, traveling across the space. The last thing you can all see is the form of Lord Brightstar, the demonic form of Lord Brightstar, kind of standing, looking down at you all, grinning and waving. You know, a kind of a royal wave, a queen, you know, a Queen Elizabeth wave.
Devil does wear Pratt.
Bom bom.
As you guys continue falling, it feels like you're falling for an age before, with a great thud, you find yourselves basically right outside the gate of the Adventurers Guild outpost.
Hooray! I'm just
I
gonna
have been
move
falling for 30 minutes!
Lava? Ooh, no.
Golroth looks over, like, not like when we land. Golroth just kind of like takes a second, gets his bearings, and then looks over northeast a little bit, towards the village that we stayed at. And then he
It's a considerable distance from your current location.
Yeah, he knows it's there though. He looks a little wistful for a second. He liked that place. He liked those people. They were good people.
He's been messing with the map.
Me.
You. With a bit of alarm, some of the Adventurers Guild forces come out and are just like, wait, how did you get here? It's okay. It's the Chosen. Talk about it.
I think we made a bargain. We made something work. Yeah.
It was just a taxi. Don't worry.
Tell your superiors we've made a deal with the Triumvirate. They're on our side.
It sure is news. I guess that's what we were hoping for, but okay. Please come in.
I can.
Are you all right? One of you
Little
looks
sore from
quite
the
beaten.
fall, but otherwise.
Yes. One of you looks quite beat up, and is the tabaxi okay?
She will be fine. She just needs to rest. See to Felix's wounds as well. And then I kind of walk in. Did we have places to stay at this? Like, did we have rooms at this area?
No, not within this outpost.
Okay. Okay, then I would take Malari in and stick her down on my bedroll somewhere where she can be safe.
Yeah, they do have a fairly sizable infirmary.
Okay, yeah, I'll take her in there and stick her in one of the on one of the beds.
Yeah.
Just sit with her for a while.
Felix, you're also taken and kind of looked at by one of the medics that they have. They're like, "Geez, what's been going on with you?"
Nothing good. Can you fix it?
Yeah, I guess we'll try. They'll give you a one of the medics will give you a small cure wounds.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna subtly go up to Gabriel and just be like, "Are you all right as well? Just so that we actually do get you some attention."
Yeah, I'll be fine. I just need some rest.
Yeah, Felix, you recover 12 HP.
Yeah, no, I don't trust Gabriel. I want him to be alive. I want him to be alive.
It's not like once I get a second, I'll heal myself. But
Healing you, tier 5 cure wounds.
yeah.
How many is that?
Another short rest and I'll be right as rain. Is rain right? I don't know.
Now that you guys are back at the Adventurers Guild HQ, as you're basically waiting there for maybe an hour, getting looked at, just having a bit of rest and downtime. You do get the benefits of a short rest at this point.
Yay!
But after that, a fairly tough-looking adventurer comes through. Perhaps one of the wait, did the demonologist come through with you?
Yes, then he went back.
That's right. Yeah.
I almost don't want to spend the extra hit die to change that number. Almost.
At 22 for you, by the way.
Okay.
Well, not what I was hoping for, but that works.
So, I guess Ashtaroth isn't going to come through because I think he did head back through the portal. But regardless, another adventurer will come through, fairly grizzled looking, and will, as you're kind of gathered, taking a moment to recuperate within the infirmary, he'll say to you all, Chosen, I've gotten word that our forces have had less interactions with the native inhabitants of the demonic realm. It seems like the fiends and elementals and other natives of this plane have backed off. I assume we have
Indeed.
yourselves to thank for this.
Yeah. He thinks that perhaps Lord Brightstar was waiting for the right person to come in and make the deal.
Wow, the double.
He's like, that's concerning.
Yes.
I know. But the deed is done at this rate. We have the alliance we've been after.
Yes, well, it does seem so. I guess only time will tell how beneficial this will prove.
Yeah, I'd be ready just in case. I know he said yes, but he is called the Lord of Betrayal.
Yeah.
So just be ready.
Yes, wise words. Regardless, I do have other things to attend to. If you need anything, be sure to let any of the staff here know, and we'll do what we can to assist.
Oh, that reminds me. Is everybody else there? Like at the... Like in the room where this conversation's happening?
Yeah.
Sure. Where's the conversation happening?
Within the
I don't
infirmary.
Within the infirmary? Yeah, go
okay.
there.
Well, if that's the case, then Felix is gonna go. Where's Mulari?
She's
like on
here.
the bed over from you.
Still unconscious.
Yes.
Yes, at this stage.
Why do you sound worried?
Because I have no idea what happened? I mean, okay, a deal happened, but I don't know what's happening to her. I don't know if she's going to be alright. Forgive me for having a heart and being concerned.
Sorry. Dealings with demons are always either one of two things. Something that they want, that they want eventually.
She'll recover. Don't know what's going to happen to her afterwards. Made a deal with... Made a foolish deal with the demon. I think she's going to live to regret it. But for now, she's fine.
Felix, at that, the presence that you've been feeling for a little while at this point, you feel like there is a distinct pang of jealousy that you feel.
Let's see.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation, I'll jump over to Malari. Malari, you've had a kind of fitful sleep, really. You can feel the power within you kind of settling in on itself, becoming more and more yours. But that interaction that you had with Lord Brightstar, if that is his real name, has left you with when he began pouring his energy within you. It was kind of like opening a channel, a two-way channel, one where all of his thoughts and truest desires were made fully known to you. And you feel that not all is as it seems for him. There was an intense feeling of wanting to protect and make sure that the balance of Trutinia is as it should be. And if he needs to make himself a villain to do so, then so be it. as your dreams and thoughts of the interaction go through your mind during this unconsciousness, is there anything that you would like to kind of focus in on?
On how I should help him restore the balance and not make him seem like the villain.
As you kind of focus in on restoring that balance, you see within your mind kind of a memory not of your own, but of maybe perhaps not even Lord Brightstar's, but visions that of exceptionally powerful beings going way, way back, or at least that's how you think it is. You see hordes of Svärmfa rising up, coming through, and 7 beings, 7 immensely powerful beings standing there and doing everything they can to annihilate them. Seems like, to you, perhaps, the greatest threat to balance is not squabbling between the gods and power plays that they are making, but the Svärmfa being the biggest threat to the balance of Trutinia. So, during the time that you guys are kind of resting and recuperating, Gabriel and Tyrus, you feel like your patron is in a bit of shock at what just happened.
Yeah.
Like, it is an intense feeling that is kind of like almost
resounding.
Yeah, it's like stunning you with how strong that feeling of shock is. It's hard to distinguish whether it's your own or your patron's. And Gabriel, you can feel the shard. Through the shard, it's almost like a direct connection to Nengwan at this point. And there is an emotion that you didn't think was perhaps possible for the greater god of energy. And that is a kind of seething rage.
They're not mad, disappointed, but it is mad.
Yeah.
His disappointment is immeasurable, and his day is ruined.
You get the feeling especially that it is a big shake-up in the pantheons of the gods of Trutinia, both lesser and greater. But whether that is good for the long run, Nengwan itself is not sure entirely.
Like, give me the feeling that, like, sort of the pantheon of, like, lesser and greater. You're saying that's been shaken up a bit?
Yeah.
The pantheon is in shock. Rather than greaters are now lesser and lessers are now greater, that sort of thing. Not that kind of
yeah, I don't know if the Bright Stars, like, changed his position within the pantheon is what I'm feeling.
It certainly feels like something like that. It's hard to pin down without literally asking a god, really.
Yeah.
What I'm getting is once we've dealt with the Svärmfa threat, we'll probably be dealing with the demon threat.
Problem at a time. Unless I'm not there.
Just speak to my boss.
I'm probably going to do the same. Just
Okay.
find a quiet. Can I find out if we can go back through, so I at least have a better connection?
Down here.
Yeah,
Cell phone.
absolutely. You guys like ask a passing staff member, and you're like, "Hey, are we good to go back?" And they're like, "Yeah, of course. Are your friends ready to travel?" One of them is still unconscious at this time.
I'm gonna go head through first, but I'll be waiting on the other side.
Right, I'll pick her up and get ready to.
You have to bring her. If she needs the rest, then.
Okay. I will. If we're leaving, I'll stay with her while she's recovering.
Okay.
And wait to step through.
Sure. So Tyrus, you're heading through immediately. Is anyone else heading back to the mortal realm of Trutinia at this point in time?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Gabriel's going. Felix, what are you doing? Are you gonna stay or are you gonna go?
Should I stay or should I go? Da-da-da-da. Sorry.
Stay or should I go now?
Felix is gonna stay, and while he's in his cot, he's gonna look at the picture in the locket.
Yeah.
Just craving a friend to show up, take his mind off of his other friend currently being unconscious.
As soon as you do that, you feel the jealousy subside substantially, and some other emotion which is hard to pin down.
I know who this is now.
Okay. So, Gabriel.
He doesn't say anything more, he just smirks while looking at the picture.
Okay, sure. Gabriel and Tyrus, as you guys head back to the kind of teleportation circle, much more complex one than the typical ones, as it is used to transport across planes. Except it's not a teleportation circle, is it? It's like a teleportation circle with like a portal in the middle. So basically you guys can step right through the portal and be back within the mortal realm. Home again. Home again.
Click, click. There's no place like home.
Yeah. As per usual, the kind of staging ground. There's lots of resources being prepared, soldiers being basically at work, making sure that the expedition forces are well stocked and all the numbers and everything's working okay. It is much colder back in the mortal realm of Trutinia. Probably due to the fact that it's like the middle of winter at the moment.
Ring of fire resistance, protect me! Oh, it's cold!
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, if malaria's there, she'd be your heater.
Yeah, it is a... let me just change the...
Should be number 9, isn't it?
It's a balmy 2 degrees Celsius here.
Oh.
That is quite cold.
That is quite cold. Considering the demonic realm was approximately between 40 to 50 degrees Celsius when you left.
Yeah, Mick will definitely understand what Celsius is.
It's okay.
50s.
Well,
Well,
120 to 130.
Yeah, about that.
I think he's BRB anyway, so...
Yeah, he's muted. Do you have a ring of cold resistance, Tyrus?
Cold in my spell resistance? No, I do not.
Next on the list.
Hold on, I'll switch out the rings.
So the two of you are free to do as you please at the moment.
Pretty much, I'm just gonna like look at Gabriel and just be like, problems with the gods?
Where are we exactly again? Sorry?
In the old goblin cave that we...
Within
that
the old
you-
goblin
that's
cave.
right,
That's right.
Yeah.
In fact, I
It's like
can...
Hopkins.
I can do a thing for that. Oh no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Really? You wanted to?
So, like you said, problems with the gods. So, have to set up a find a temple.
Or try and find a temple.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna go to the entrance of this place.
Okay.
Or I can go with you. Actually, I'll go with him.
So,
Yeah, let me just grab a...
Connection in an actual temple.
so this is near where the Adventurers Guild, where Gabriel's signed up at like level 1.
Yep.
Where did I miss?
We went from 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, which is about 120 to 130, to 2 degrees Celsius, which would be 30?
No, it'd be 37.
Yeah, 37.
Are we making tea? Is that what's happening?
I think it's
I'm
mostly
down for some tea.
Gabriel and myself, so...
Yeah, you didn't join them when they went back to the normal realm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Alright, now I know what the context is.
Hey, look, guys,
I'm
it's
just saying that it's cold back here.
it's the Goblin Cave.
Goblin cave.
Ah, guys, remember the Goblin Cave? Ah, that takes me back.
Gnarly.
It really does. Takes you back a long way. So
Remember-
Tyrus and Gabriel, you guys are back out in the Goblin Cave, the kind of ritual room with the portal right in the center. It's been cleaned. Instead of just a dirt floor, it's been kind of paved over. Since Gabriel, your very first time in here, months ago at this stage.
Oh. Oh, yep.
So yeah, where are you guys going to go?
I'm gonna follow Gabriel. I have no idea my way out of here.
Fair.
The goblins are pretty sure it's pretty linear. It's this way.
Did not catch
Pretty
most
sure
of that.
At the end, he said, "I'm pretty sure it's this way."
Yeah, you can lead him. You can lead him out.
Yeah.
I would vaguely remember the way. It would be kind of refreshed since you guys were taken down into this way previously. Are you just gonna like head out of the Goblin Cave?
Temple.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, I wanted to head to Temple of Nengwan.
Oh, okay.
If there's one nearby. I'm not sure if it's.
Yeah, there'd probably be a minor temple of Fenengwan at Basanris, the kind of nearby town, which has been significantly more busy in recent times.
Alright, cool.
Significantly more busy. Is that code?
No, it like when that is the town that the very first group of this campaign started out in. And
We used to have them over in like a carriage somewhere.
Yeah.
How far away is it? Probably not like 500 feet.
Yeah, I forget. Sorry.
Yeah, it's more than 500 feet. You guys would need to take a carriage.
Okay.
Which are kind of readily available to you as people recognize 2 of the Chosen have returned. And they're like, yes, please, sirs, come this way. We can get transportation back for you.
We've got some friends passing through pretty soon. Could you just let them know that we've gone to the Lesser Temple of Nengwan?
Sure. Yes, of course. We can do that right away.
Alright, cheers.
Let's see. So within Gothrest, the kind of denomination of Nengwan that's most prevalent is the Church of Light, which has a bit of a theme of the sun and stars and fire to it. But just generally any kind of energy or power that is very bright and luminous, like Nengwan himself.
Yeah, okay, fair. As we're walking over, on the carriage ride, Tyrus, but you know that I'm just concerned about the shard. I don't know if I should leave it somewhere in a safe place, or I'm just I want Malari to grab it in the night.
Well, they all honestly were eyeing it off.
Yeah,
and Malari does like shiny things.
And she's good at feeling things.
That's the thing. Where do you think it would be safest?
Don't know. I wouldn't want to part with it. I don't think it would be necessarily more safe not on me, but I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
I can always help to protect it if you need it.
Just keep an eye for me.
Definitely. Otherwise, you can put some traps on it if you have to.
Yeah, I don't really have the means. I should look into it. Maybe. How do you commune with your... Who do you worship again?
I love how you're just like asking me now. It's just like, wait, what?
Which is your god?
It is a god of the elves. I don't quite know if you would know them.
Okay. Fair enough. How will you commune with them?
My blade.
Ah, cool.
It is not quite a relic, but definitely a medium. So as long as I can touch the blade, then I should be able to hopefully speak with my god.
It's like a direct connection. It's good.
It's like it's mobile too, and yeah.
Wireless, sweet. Just with the 5G.
Doesn't need recharging or anything like that.
Hold on, I need to get her into the call. Hold on.
Not getting good reception. Just holds it up in the air. Try and find her. Okay.
It crashed.
Oh no. Need to restart it. Turn it off and on again.
Chuck it into this extra dimensional portal. Pull it back out again.
Ooh. Yeah. So as the carriage ride kind of drops you back off in Bisanris, Gabriel, you can go and find one of these smaller temples. As a smaller town, there is a temple of the Church of Light.
Yeah, cool.
One of the religious domination of Nengwan that is probably most prevalent, certainly in Gothrest and perhaps maybe Draca as well. Harder to say for some of the other Western nations.
Very cool.
Tyrus, where are you going to go?
Yeah, you know.
I'm gonna go with Gabriel and just gonna basically try and sit out the front.
Okay. I was like, are you going to go in the church? In the temple of a different god?
No.
Blaspheme.
Don't see.
Try and beseech your god
are you
in
crazy?
the temple of someone else's god.
Yup. I figured that wouldn't quite go over well.
Okay. So as you kind of take a moment, you sit outside. You find a nice clean spot to go and begin to meditate on your blade. Gabriel, as you kind of go opening the doors to this temple, many of there's a couple of priests within, and as they turn to see you, some of their eyes go kind of very wide, and they kind of they get down on a knee and bow towards you.
No. None of that. It's not necessary.
Great champion of Nengwan, what honor do you bring us here today?
Well, good to see you all. I was just here to speak with Nengwan, if possible. Please come commune. I thought this would be the best place.
Come to our altar, and you see there is a large stone carved symbol of an 8-point star, and there's kind of clockwise swirl behind it, the symbol of Nengwan.
Have you guys felt any disturbance with Nengwan lately? I'll start getting ready to meditate to him.
Disturbance. There was with Nengwan specifically, we haven't felt anything in particular outside of the strange goings on as of late. There have been many disturbances, really.
I don't have any actual spells that I can stream with him at the moment, so I came here, and with what Tyra said, I'm going to pull out the shard and try to communicate to Nengwan through that. I don't know how.
Okay. You should.
Just taps it. Is this thing on?
Hello. Speaking to it like a microphone.
As you go, taking the shard, holding it, kneeling in front of the roll.
She'll better give the priest. Another shock too.
Roll spellcasting.
Wow.
Cast a spell.
My brain was just like,
no.
He's gonna teleport up there, isn't he?
I rolled into Golroth and it hit into a 4.
I think you could probably re-roll that. Because it stopped dead on Golroth.
I rolled it.
Okay. Fine. I'll allow it.
Yeah, you're a kind soul. There's no interference. Yeah, 4. It is destined. They come to a 13 total.
13 total. Okay.
4 it is.
Golroth is brick.
You feel... Okay, I'm going to say that you feel a slight connection opening as if you were casting the commune spell. You find yourself in your mind's eye. You're taken back to a the kind of the realm of the gods, really, as you kind of know it. A colorful realm where many of the greater gods are known to reside, and you see the large, bright, luminous entity of Nengwan in their rainbow hue.
I said, what happened?
the entity of Nengwan shifts a multitude of colors. As a reminder, the commune spell, you must ask you can ask 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or a no.
Yeah, I forgot that was specifically that was happening. Did the bright star elevate himself?
Nengwan begins flashing a series of colors.
Like just trying to decipher Morse code.
Yeah.
3 words. First word.
They flash kind of like a gray, like grays and oranges. The impression that one would get from that is unclear, or perhaps both yes and no.
Did something change in the Pantheon?
Nengwan seems perplexed for a little, and then begins that same series of, grey and orange with, some green, some red flashes. Again, unclear, but with both aspects that are yes and no to it.
So what else did I ask her to say?
What was that one?
I don't have another question. I think that's... I don't know how else to...
Well, you can ask about the stone, like you asked Iris.
Like where it would be safe.
Yeah. Should I keep it on you, or should I leave it somewhere?
Yeah, should I leave the stone here? Would it be safer here?
Like, I'm pretty sure that if you did, all of a sudden this place would become a holy city.
Yeah.
Roll a d100 for me.
Sure.
Do it.
It's like hard to say. Anyway, where the hell are they? I
don't have any.
Here we go. This depends.
Oh.
It's 1.
10.
Okay, yeah.
110. Okay, that's. Is that max?
10. 10.
No, I got a 1.
Oh, 10, 1.
10's very low.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's very high. Come on now.
It's 509.
Nengwan will reach down to you, and kind of out of the essence that is your spectral form, communing with Nengwan, will go and grab the shard, and with Nengwan's form is immense in comparison to your human size. The hand, if you remember, the shard itself is like a tiny little fragment out of one of their fingers.
Yeah.
The tiniest little sliver, and their hand itself is big enough to encompass you entirely many times over. But you go and feel the form of Nengwan grabbing the shard. To the priests that have gathered and are sitting there kind of in prayer, watching the champion of Nengwan pray in their own temple, as you hold onto the shard, it begins growing. The shard itself causing some of the the wood that it is embedded within to extend, as it becomes less of a wand, more of a staff.
Sick. I think I'm as surprised that these guys are. Yeah, I'll hang on to it. It's decided.
That is certainly a good choice. Like, oh yeah, have an upgrade to that. Shit, I've upgraded my really powerful legendary magical item. Well, can't hang on to it anymore.
When he was reaching down, I thought he was like taking it back, and I was like, "Wait, I don't want this at all."
No, you felt his wand growing in your hands.
You.
Hell yeah!
Oh, hey!
Really
Don't get too
big
excited.
growing in your hands, damn.
It's about to burst.
That would.
Well.
So yeah,
Alright.
Guess I need to do that.
What would have happened if you had rolled high?
Well, and one wouldn't have done that.
Rolls 100 and you immediately get smited by Nengwan.
Like, you don't want my stone? Ugh, what?
I legit thought that was happening. Alright, gather myself. Thank the priests that are here. Say they're doing good work. Keep it up.
They're just like staring at you, slack-jawed, like mouth dropped down. They're like, "We have witnessed a great miracle here today."
Write that down.
Definitely could be a city here soon.
leave an offering for them, Caleb.
Yes. Good idea.
Everyone's getting upgrades.
Frank gets the upgrades.
Everybody.
We upgraded Elise.
Yeah.
Just
upgraded to dead. Oh no.
Upgraded to Beefy Orc.
I say, give them like 500 gold and be like, use this to help people here if it comes to it, because there might be horrible things coming in the future. So be prepared.
They don't know if that's ominous or incredibly generous of you.
If they take it's ominous, it's unhurt. Wow. Anyway. And then
100 gold.
I'll go see what Tyrus is doing.
So Tyrus, this whole time you've been kind of sitting meditating on the Starblade longsword that you have. You feel the presence of your patron.
I actually am having trouble finding the page for my patron. It's great.
It's secret knowledge.
It isn't secret. Patron's Triticuria, just for out of game.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Lesser god.
I can give people knowledge of the.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's in. Oh no, I think about it. It's in the
It's not though, because I've given people stuff on the greater gods, but not some of the lesser gods, because some of the lesser gods are more secretive and special. As the lesser gods are more secretive and special than the greater gods.
It's a greater god.
Just figure how that works.
It reminds me of a Terry Pratchett quote from the book Small Gods, ironically, where he says he's talking about how if you want to rule a company or something like that, you shouldn't be the one at the top. You need to be at least 3 or 4 levels down to get anything done.
There. I've posted in general chat a rundown of the 7 goddesses of the Lake Country.
Yay. So yes, goddess of stars.
Yes. You do feel her presence.
I do feel her presence. Okay. Can I just say that I would have felt like a similar sort of power going towards Malari, or like resonating from her because warlock experience?
Roll Arcana or religion.
The shit on me. So anyway, that's an 18. So that'll probably be a 20.
Okay.
Yes, 20.
The answer is no. This was. Which one was that, by the way?
Arcana.
Okay, Arcana specifically. Good to know. The kind of connection and power that you felt coming from Walari was incredibly unlike that. It is unlike the nature that you have with your god. In fact, there's only been a few times you've felt a power similar to that coming from a mortal. In fact, I can give you precise numbers. You felt this precisely 4 times before.
Oh, 4 times.
Or, well, from 4 individuals before.
Or Malari, okay.
Not including Malari. This is a...
I can only think of 3, okay. This is a... Sorry?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's it, okay. I'm trying to remember what parts Tyrus actually heard and what parts he didn't. Probably just more so along the lines of questioning what actually happened. Questioning her and what actually happened.
Okay, you're asking try to carry that?
Yep. Why the shock? What is shocked her?
You feel the presence of the... it's almost like she comes and stands before you. As you open your eyes and look up, there is a kind of... an image in your mind appears of a slight elven woman wearing a breastplate and with multiple kind of small gems, which you kind of recognize as Trite stars orbiting around her.
And mine begins to glow as well.
It does, that is true. You ask what has happened, my child. That is a difficult question.
I have no doubt when there's a greater demon, greater god involved.
Yes, but the bright star was not a greater god, and that is what is so perplexing.
What has he done?
What was that?
What has he done?
It seems
searing to the top.
It seems that he has made your companion a pillar.
Taurus is just gonna be stunned. Like, he's gonna get lost in thought, isn't just like, wait, he made her a pillar. And, wait, how did he make her a pillar? Wait, how much power does she have?
That is why it is so perplexing and confusing.
Is there a law that would have said that he or even you or even any of the other lesser gods are unable or not allowed to?
We had always presumed that it was only I had always presumed that the greater gods, because of their immense power, their status above the lesser gods, that they kind of leak their energy, and that leaking tends to find its way to individuals. It was never something that felt forced or perhaps even intentional. I should know.
Oh?
You remember the story of myself and my sisters, the 7 goddesses?
Of course. Out of game hype.
The story of how Lake Country came to be.
It's told to me many times by Dara.
Yes, good. There were 7 of us during a time of great unrest and chaos in the world. There was Mia, a pillar of Nightorn, Dio, the pillar of Zytal, myself, a pillar of Welrom, Tesserus, a pillar of Vitar, Penta, a pillar of Exanimus, Ekti, a pillar of Nengwan, and then Epta, a pillar of Muko. We came from many different nations, all across the globe of Trutinia, and we fought the great evils of our time. That is when we formed Lake Country, and because of our great deeds, our great heroism, and the influence that we had over the world, upon our deaths we were elevated to the status of lesser gods. It was a very unique situation. The only time I can really think of where not just one pillar, but all 7 concurrent pillars of the time were made lesser gods.
So the power actually I don't know if it seems as though it is a precursor towards an ominous time ahead or not. Or it seems as though things are people are being strengthened to fight against something.
Svärmfa threat is bringing a great deal of uncertainty to the world. These are uncertain times. As concerning as it is that a new pillar is born, a pillar not of the 7 greater gods, I can't help but think that this is the kind of power that we might require to defeat the Svärmfa threat.
Maybe. Tyrus is like mulling over the question in his head, and it's just like, power may be necessary, but seeking it just for the sake of power, it's not quite Tyrus's way. But I think he's just probably out loud. It's just like power to protect people. That's all I've ever wanted.
With that, the image of Triticuria kind of fades from your view.
Yeah, fair enough. Taking your time, and for your answers.
We'll head back to the demonic realm with the
Passed
Felix,
out.
Golroth, and Malari. It seems Golroth and some of the attendants, the medics here, as they kind of look over Malari, it seems like her temperature, the heat that she is giving off, is going down to still quite warm levels, but not burning to the touch.
She's like 29 degrees instead of like the 28 degrees. Like high fever?
I mean, I'd still put it in the 30s, but...
Okay, so ridiculously high fever.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 degrees is pretty bad, but in the opposite direction for me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think either
Celsius, I know. Yeah.
Well, I think if your body temperature is 30 degrees Celsius or 30 degrees Fahrenheit, either way, you're going to be dead. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of sitting by her bed, and then waiting for her to return to consciousness.
Okay.
Felix will walk over and sit with him.
When you do that, I'll kind of like just I won't say anything. I'll just like look over and nod and give her a bit of a grunt, just a
Felix will like nod. Just sit there. Let out a little breath and then just wait.
I'm waiting for Malari to go, like, wake up and just go, I'm so bored!
Guys, I'm feeling hot. Can somebody calm me down?
If Malari actually says that.
No. If it was Malari, she'd be like, guys, I'm feeling hot and bothered. What's going on?
Oh no.
Quick, to the plane of ice!
Helheim.
Is that the plane of ice?
Yeah, but if you think about it, if you brought Malari to a place where it's like there's ice everywhere, I think she'd melt everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably would find that very satisfying.
You know
It's
what?
my body near like some kind of ice thing, it just starts melting.
Yeah, you know those oddly satisfying videos?
Yeah.
Malari's gonna start one.
Mari's gonna have a viral YouTube channel of her
Yeah.
melting ice.
So, you guys are sitting there waiting, well, not even making conversation, just sitting there awkwardly. Medics kind of like come and go, checking on Malari, but she seems okay. She doesn't seem in... Her condition doesn't deteriorate and seems to be improving over time.
Good.
An hour passes.
Yeah, we still have like 5-6 more to go.
Yeah, something like that. And then another hour.
After a little while of waiting, I'd pull a ration out of my pack and offer one to Felix, and then start eating myself.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Eating yourself? My god.
Yes. Start from the toes first. Then I can never really finish.
Yeah, I see you've become a follower of Tiamat, the Lady of Hunger.
Yeah, I did that while you guys...
Wait a minute. What's in this?
She just appears over your shoulder. It's just like, is that hungry, are you?
Do you hunger? Okay. So you guys kind of sit, eating for a little.
Yeah, we'll just sit, chill.
Another hour passes.
After... Yeah. I will... at some point, I will turn to Felix and just say, thank you for translating for me at the... what was it? At the Village of the Fist.
It isn't actually called that. It's just that someone was messing with the...
Okay.
Yeah,
That's actually one. Those are okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome for translating at the Village of the Fist.
It's not called that.
I've lost my people. They reminded me of my home. Thank you for giving that to me. And then I'll kind of... Yeah. I won't say much more than that.
Golroth. Man, a few words.
He's a stoic man.
Yes. Another hour passes.
Alright. Have you got any sorts of... What?
Are you back at full health, by the way, Felix?
I'm 10 below full, but this is good enough.
Well,
It's
you
good
can
enough.
just use the short rest thingo.
I already spent 2 hit dice.
Alright, fine.
You get 5 hit dice.
So, I spy with my little eye something black.
Tabaxi. Oh wait, I'm not there.
Gold's just kind of like looks at you. Doesn't know what to do. Kind of like,
You're supposed to guess what I'm looking at. Yes.
Is it the bed?
No. Not the bed.
Malari's cloak.
Nope. Actually, I just realized something. Are we in a tent?
You're in the infirmary.
You're in the infirmary of the Adventurers Guild outpost. It is built in black stone, so it could be literally anything.
Okay.
Is it the stone?
Yep, you got it. Your turn now.
I spy with my little eye, and then that goes on for several more hours.
Yep.
Another hour. As you guys are kind of, I imagine after an hour, I imagine you guys would get bored of that incredibly quickly.
Yeah.
So as you're just sitting there after another hour,
He gets the answer wrong at some point, and Felix just goes, "Yeah, sure."
Malari, you jerk awake, sitting right up in the cot that you are in.
Who was it? I know you touched me! Who did it?
No one touched you. Well, I carried you to the bed.
Then you
That is
technically
true.
touched me.
It's true. I did. You are welcome.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck happened? Oh, wait, I remember now.
You made a deal
You
with the
ran
demon.
inside and slipped on an ice cube.
No, I got touched by
No,
a
I'm kidding.
big, handsome demon dude.
Oh, that's
In
true.
a
but
good way.
handsomer.
In a good way. He touched me all over with all 6 hands.
Okay, I don't need to know details about that.
You sound jealous.
No, I'm happy for you.
I'm not.
The rest of the world, maybe a bit of concern. Sorry.
It was
You're
a
not
foolish
there,
thing
you
to do
What are you talking about? No, it wasn't.
to make a deal with. No, making a deal with someone known as the Betrayer is a foolish
Yeah,
thing to
but
do.
the thing is, people can have names, but it doesn't mean that is actually who they are. It's just what people assume or say they are.
What's done is done, and we'll deal with the consequences when they arise. For now, I'm happy that you're alright. I think we should go meet the others in the overworld.
Oh,
Right.
what? Did they fucking ditch us?
I went to go do some sort of reconnaissance. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but you guys sound bored out of your brains.
You've been down for 7 hours. You've been down for 7 hours.
Oh,
Yes.
no wonder it was a great nap. Felt a little bit hot and bothered, though.
Your body temperature was alarmingly high.
Yeah, quite the
go
fever.
I go over and I put my hand on your forehead as well. What's the temperature like now?
Normal. Though it is a little difficult to tell while still within the demonic realm, and temperatures are stupidly high.
Right, yeah. Fair dues. But yeah, come, let us go meet the others.
I second that.
I'm waiting for them to get through the portal and just be like, "Oh, it's freezing!"
Okay. Getting out from the cots, the medic comes over and checks on you, Malari, and is like, "Oh, jeez, you're finally awake." Checks your temperature and is like,
Hey, you're finally awake.
Well played, Mick.
"Well, your temperature seems fine. Do you feel okay?"
I feel fucking great. A bit achy, but great.
Right. Well,
break you.
take it easy. Guess the Chosen are just made out of different stuff.
Apparently.
I think it's been so long that me and Tyrus would have gone back to the Goblin Mines, hey? You think?
Probably would have just found a room in the town. Well, actually, just waited in the tavern.
Okay. Any tavern in particular?
What taverns are there, Alex?
Actually, I think I know that.
Do you know that?
Yeah, because I still
I
have
do know that.
I still have info on Basanris from.
The time of origin.
Wow.
How many other? I'm pretty sure there should only be one, if I had to guess.
I don't have a tavern listed, but I'm sure there is one outside of the Adventurers Guild.
Okay. Or
Like,
it's just the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, I would imagine that there's probably like a rec room or something like that, some sort of tavern equivalent inside the Adventurers Guild as well.
Yeah, every Adventurers Guild has the ground level common area / tavern little kind of place.
So yeah, we're just chilling out in there, getting some good food.
Okay.
Ones that aren't filled with eyeballs and things.
Yeah.
Message, we went to the tavern, and they can follow a string of messages, I suppose.
Well, that's the thing. We did say it in the demon realm. You told them when we got through the goblin place, and probably we can meet them at the Adventurers Guild. We're at the Adventurers Guild in the pub.
So, Malari, Goroth, and Felix, you guys make your way over to the portal that heads back.
I don't know why, but I feel like we need to go to the Adventurers Guild pub.
Guys, we have ascending stones.
Well, a drink
we
does sound
left
pretty
that-
good right
we
now
left-
after all the shit we've seen.
Felix have sending stones.
What? Oh yeah, I do have sending stones, don't I?
So do I.
I don't.
Yeah, actually, I think
You want
strangely
one?
enough, Gabriel and Tyrus don't actually have the sending stones.
No, because one of them was Elise originally had and was in her bag, which now one of you guys have.
Which I have. Okay, I do have it.
Okay, so we got 3 altogether.
How'd you guys get 3 sending stones? I feel like the
Because
sending
I-
stones have somehow multiplied.
I don't think it's 3. I think it's 2, and the other one was a commune stone or the stronger one. I can't remember which one it
I
was.
had originally a sending stone,
Which you
and then-
passed on. Yep.
which I passed on, but I still got mine back.
You got the better one.
Yeah.
I don't know what the better one is, but it is the better one.
You get the little one.
All I know is I still have my sending stone. I know somebody else does, and I know someone else does. I'm not sure.
I think I handed mine over to somebody else.
I swear you guys only had 1 sending stone at one point, and then suddenly we
No,
just had
but-
lots.
No, because I had originally mine, and Elise originally had hers.
Why do you have one, though?
Because
I don't have one in my inventory.
Because,
So.
before we even went to the church, you said, "Yeah, you should probably get a sending stone for just in cases." I'm like, "Okay, let's get a sending stone."
Oh, okay. Maybe, I guess I did.
I'm pretty sure she got one from Josh's character.
No, I never got one from Josh's character.
Must have been when you guys were back in, doesn't matter.
Rockford, County. Yep.
Rockford,
Anyway.
yeah. Doesn't matter, you guys have stones. So many stones. 3 of you still within the demonic realm, make your way to the portal, heading outside of the portal. Step through the portal back into the freezing... Oh, it's actually not too bad underneath, kind of below ground.
That's more like it.
But it is a much colder temperature than the demonic realm. Stepping out, there's adventurers around, and Felix, you feel that the presence, it's like the presence was hidden behind a thick blanket or a doona before, and feels much more clear in your mind now that you're back within the mortal plane, the mortal realm.
Oh, hello.
All 3 of you walk through the portal. Felix immediately just shouts out, "Hello!"
We're back.
So, yeah, some of the Adventurers Guild staff and soldiers and stuff look over and wave tentatively.
Felix waves back. Right. Sorry. So,
he says to himself, "Is the reception better out here? Can we talk at all? Or are you just looking at everything I'm doing?"
They're probably just looking at what you're doing. That or they think that you're crazy.
I'm talking to myself.
Right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for how Golroth and Malaria are reacting to this. As
Yeah, do a perception check. Do that.
I'm just kind of like watching him. Like, Golroth doesn't say anything, but he assumes he's talking to someone. And just kind of watching with a little bit of interest.
Are we going to a bar or not?
Crazy. I've known from the start that we're all crazy. Is this any different?
What's going on?
You being crazy and talking to yourself.
People talk to themselves. It doesn't mean they're crazy.
He was obviously talking to someone we can't see. Ugh.
He's probably talking to his girlfriend. He's still got his pendant.
Pendant is his girlfriend.
No, it's his girlfriend.
That was perfect.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
It's not like...
It's not like that?
I'm just gonna treat the pendant like an anime body pillow.
oh no. Oh no.
Because that's not what it is.
That.
That's not what it is.
So Felix, you begin glowing.
Oh boy. I have had my millionth cup of coffee.
You're on the
Felix.
from your
What?
right shoulder, a wing comes out. Your big, leathery, kind of bat-like wing, and you are glowing a very bright blue.
What is happening?
I think I know. I'm not sure.
Are we in danger?
No, we shouldn't be.
Thank you.
So as this is happening, kind of like a meter or so in front of Felix, it looks like a tear in the dimensions begins appearing, and it begins growing bigger, circular, as a figure steps out of this portal that has apparated in front of you.
Alright, you know what, guys? I'm going to have to rain check on that tavern. I have got to do something.
Out of the portal steps a female humanoid figure, glowing as bright as you are, Felix, but with a yellow and kind of grey glow. And from the left side of this figure's back, a big feathery wing. As the figure takes a few steps forward, the portal closes, and both you and this figure stop the glowing weirdness.
Hello.
The figure takes a step forward closer to you, slaps you hard across the face, and then grabs you and kisses you on the mouth.
He wraps his arms around her and embraces her back.
She kind of shoves you away and is like, "Don't you go canoodling with any women or goddesses or what have you."
I wasn't.
Oh, weren't you now? I saw you sitting next to her bed. For
She's my
hours,
friend.
mind
What did she say? I'm sorry?
For hours, mind you.
She was my friend. I was making sure she was alright.
Huh. Likely story, lover boy.
Alright, listen. He turns to Malari and Golroth, and he says, listen, if you guys can go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and just take care of this.
Have fun with your girlfriend.
Just good luck. And then, come on, Malari, let's go.
Okay.
And then we'll walk towards the Adventurers Guild.
By the way, Felix, you should probably take this to a place where people aren't staring at you. They're gonna think you're crazy.
So,
Well, is she invisible to you guys?
That would be so much better.
it's like, no, it's like, I will turn to her and just give her a slight nod of my head, and I don't even know what I'll do. Just milady, and walk off.
She like looks at you, gives you a look up and down, somewhat appraisingly, and slowly turns back away from you to lock eyes with Felix.
Cool. And then I'll head off with Malari towards the Adventurers Guild.
So, okay, you guys are able to go and, they're like, oh, yes, chosen, of course, please, we'll get a carriage for you, and you're able to go back to the Adventurers Guild in Basanris. Meanwhile, Felix.
Yep.
Beatrix is standing there. She has her arms crossed, and she's like staring at you and is like, do you know how many times you nearly died over there? Oh, you're infuriating.
In the Nine Hills specifically.
Do you have any idea how to move Paris down?
Yeah, it was not exactly a fun trip, but the negotiations were short.
Yes, well, it's just good that they're over now. Do you know how difficult it was for me to step in to make sure you didn't die?
I was wondering what that was.
Oh, you were, weren't you? Couldn't you tell?
I figured it out at the end.
Oh, there is some kind of brain in there, and she kind of raps you on the forehead with a fist.
Alright, okay.
The warrior's greeting.
Yes, the warrior's greeting. Thank you, by the way.
Yes, that is the least you can do. Speaking of, where's that cleric of yours?
I'm not sure, he's probably around here somewhere.
Or the one that looks
I'm
like
asking
an
about
elf.
him. Do you want to go talk to him? Trying to get a date with him.
This is what I'm imagining right now with the somebody. Mick.
What?
That's
Oh.
fitting, perhaps. No,
Somebody's getting whipped.
She unsheaths her katana in front of you, and it's like,
his eyes widen like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, I think I'd finally like to deal with this, thank you very much.
What does that mean?
What do you mean by that?
Jewish religion.
No. Make a Arcana or Perception check, your choice.
Arcana or
Constitution
perception?
save. Oh.
Make a Constitution save. No.
Which check am I making?
Arcana or
Constitution.
perception.
Oh, jeez, I almost said Constitution.
You
because
did.
Arcana or Perception is suitable.
Perception. Let me see.
Actually, I can grab
I'm gonna go with perception because it's the higher skill. That is the wrong thing.
Beatrix. Let's get a Beatrix copy.
Shrink her down to a
Normal
Mortal
size.
7. I think that's 23 total.
You think? Well,
Yeah,
do you?
no.
Oh, the roll was 16 and my modifier is plus 7, so...
That is
23.
23.
Okay then.
Okay. That's about right. 'Cause you're actually on a bit of an angle there. So as you're kind of looking over this sword, you've seen Beatrix's katana before a number of times, and there's always been something a bit off about it, the katana specifically. And as you're looking over it, it's like you can see a ghostly figure within the reflection of the blade. Like a spirit of vengeance, perhaps.
Oh no.
Nicolas Cage?
Wait, is his face still there?
Slash, I'm gonna take a bath in your blood, motherfucker.
All of a sudden, she summons Uto again.
So, what's the story behind that? If I'm not being too forward.
Yes, you are, and it's been with me as long as I can remember. And for as long as I can remember, this blade has been cursed.
What kind of curse?
Well, remember when we first met and you hit me?
Damn.
Damn!
Bringing up them old wounds.
Damn. I should find a better whipping
Animation.
I do remember that.
And remember
To
how I
be
lost
fair,
control
you were
and tried to
under-
kill you afterwards?
To be fair, I think you were working with someone that we were trying to hunt down at the time. It was nothing personal. It was more your boss I was after at the time.
I understand. And I'm sure you'll understand that it wasn't personal that I tried to kill you right then and there.
In retrospect, yes.
It's the curse on the blade, you see. She goes and kind of holds up the blade to the light and angles it so she can see reflections on it. See, this blade is cursed with vengeance. And if I am attacked or damaged, then I must struggle to retain control, else the spirit takes over, and I go into a bloodthirsty rage that ends in either the death of, well, normally it's the death of the target.
Hmm. Supposing this were only your enemies you were fighting, I suppose this curse wouldn't be that bad. But it is a curse for a reason, isn't it? So I imagine there's drawbacks.
Yeah, every time I get hit,
every time you get hit.
Yes, I must struggle to retain control, else I go into a murderous rage. It's not very fun.
Even the playful hits are...
She raises
Not
an
that
eyebrow.
Not that I'm... I
Not
mean,
that I'm into that, but I mean, if you were,
let's take care of the curse first before we can start talking about that, but one thing at a time.
Yes, please.
Ah, so that's why she was looking for the cleric and the elven-looking one.
Yes, the ones that could exercise her sword.
Ah. Yeah, I can take it to them. I think I know where they'll probably be. If not, it won't be a long wait, I imagine.
Right, good. Let's go. And as she goes and, like, grabs you by the hand, both of your wings are still out, and you both begin glowing. You feel a link with her power there, as if you could just, open a doorway and step anywhere in the world that you so desired.
Might have to do that sometime.
She drops your hand and gives you a slap across the face.
You know...
Right, I guess we're walking then.
Yes, a nice walk. And a lovely... Remind me, is it night or day?
Still day at this time. Oh, well, 7 hours. No, it would be night.
Be late afternoon. No.
Yeah, probably late afternoon at this stage.
A nice walk with a lovely sunset. A lovely first date.
Oh, don't be a pervert. She says, but you can see that she has a grin, kind of like a slight grin on her face as she says that.
He chuckles a little as they continue walking.
As you guys head out of the kind of claimed goblin caves, getting to the surface, a couple of the Adventurers Guild staff are like, Mr. Greycastle, shall we fetch a carriage for you and your companion?
How far away is the nearest tavern?
Well, you guys are in the Goblin Caves, outside of Basanris, so it'd be like maybe like an hour and a half walk.
Thinking back to the feeling we had earlier, Felix will lean over. Do you feel like a carriage ride, or do you want to get there as fast as possible?
I'll take the carriage, thank you very much.
Well, you heard the lady.
Yes, Beck. You need a better whipping animation.
I'll look for one.
Okay. So meanwhile at the tavern, Tyrus and Gabriel, you see Malari and Golroth arrive, walking in.
Hey, she's up.
Is that better?
Jeez.
What was that?
Terrible.
Powerful towel.
That hurts so much.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
So, you guys are in the Adventurers Guild common area.
Hey, welcome back to the land of the living.
I was dead?
Well, it was kind of scary at one point there. Standing in front of a demon, all of a sudden collapsing to the ground with searing heat radiating from you. Yeah, it was a bit of a scary moment. I think Golroth was going to have a go at him.
I didn't want to attack a demon in his castle. That would be a foolish pursuit.
Well, we're all here now.
Grab a drink.
Well, apparently Gabriel managed to find the arsenal in the temple. I don't know how that works. Pointing towards the staff.
It's away. It's not out.
Ah, damn!
Not even like because of Malari. It's I don't want to have that just around. Seems strange.
Okay.
It could just be like a walk and stick type deal.
Yeah.
It could
Some
be.
people might recognize it.
Shard of Nangwan is like right at the top and very prominent.
Yeah. The people that know what can recognize that, and people that don't want to be able to recognize it.
Fair enough. You need a pocket dimension.
I got a bag of holding. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
You need one like mine, yeah.
You, my friend, need a pocket dimension. I know one you can get for a steal.
Just so happens to have, I've got one right here. At a very reasonable price.
Well, I'm just gonna...
You're a mortal soul.
Sit, have some dinner.
Let a proper meal go off.
It's just kind of like why words hard for me today? Rations will do fine, but if you want to pay for a meal for me, I won't say no.
Yeah, don't be silly. I'll get a waiter. Order some food for everyone.
Yeah.
Some stew.
The Adventurers Guild clerks are kind
Steaming
of
bread.
cottoned on to you guys being the chosen and having returned, so they're happy to bring you anything on the menu pretty much free of charge.
See go off. It all works out.
I will point to just some sort of meaty dish.
I would like some meat with a side of meat.
Meat and meat.
Yeah.
Can I get some extra meat with that too on the side?
Duck stuffed to the boar. Thank you.
Go Phoebe Poe from Critical Role.
So as you guys are sitting to eat your meal, you're brought all kinds of wonderful meaty dishes.
Nice. Just that.
After a little bit of time, the Felix and Beatrix, your carriage ride comes to an end within the town of Basanris. You kind of dismount from the carriage and head towards
Is that my dear?
Oh, what a gentleman.
For once.
That's... And you're not there.
I like to imagine that he imagined Malari saying that. Just, shut up, you're not here.
Yeah, Beatrix would have given Felix an incredibly strange look.
Are you talking? Are you talking to yourself?
I thought I was the crazy one.
Everyone's getting on my case about that.
Well, I'm only talking to you, but now I have no idea.
So, heading towards the Adventurers Guild, Basanris Adventurers Guild Hall, Beatrix kind of leads the way, forcefully opening the doors, let's say, and walking into the common area where the rest of you are eating. She goes standing
Hello,
at
everyone.
the end of the table.
Yeah. She's like actually physically here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she walked up to the table.
Yeah, she goes.
She's real. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
She's a real girl. I promise.
She holds her sheath katana out and draws it and points the blade towards you, Gabriel.
Well,
Oh, all right.
easy.
That's nicely.
As she does that, I'll stand up and put myself in between them. I won't draw a blade yet, but I'll be glaring at her.
Right. Can you remove the curse from this blade?
Well, I'll sit back down when she says that.
I'll look over at Tyrus. I can't today, unfortunately. Tomorrow.
I can't today.
Today.
I can try.
Oh.
Guys, I swear this never happens.
Is that part of your new powers?
Pardon?
I can try.
He's like, right, well, I'm glad one of you is useful.
I didn't say that
the
I
one that
couldn't.
you
I'm
would
just saying that I would.
also-
I'm just.
Well, hold on. You don't know that. You were.
Yeah.
That was in my head. No,
You
you're.
could tell. You
I
could
could if I
tell
wanted to.
by the fact that how whipped you looked by the time you came in.
Oh.
Well, Felix has been hitting on you quite a bit.
Excuse
An
me.
arrow, a bolt here, and a couple of misses here and there. Yeah.
You know, in retrospect, it's good it's her and not you, considering the blade. I'm gonna stop talking.
You want to get hit by something?
He was talking to Beatrix.
She'll kind of side eye you, Felix, and be like, never leave to a man what a woman is more than capable of doing. Malari, was it? If you would be so kind.
Yep.
And she hands the katana over to you.
Ooh, this is pretty.
Now you do know what you're doing, right?
Yeah, it's just like when we had to focus for the boat, right?
Not quite. Like I'm half expecting Raisin to pop up and just be like, "Hi, what do you need me for?"
No, not now. Oh, sorry.
Then he can remove the curse in a way.
So accidentally summons Raisin. Raisin removes the curse. Yeah, that technically works.
It's a roundabout way of doing it, but... okay, Malari, what would you like to do?
Well, since I'm still learning how to use whatever I've got, I focus on the sword and think of some words or something like that to try and remove the curse. I don't know how to do it properly. I'm just trying to think on how to do it. It's like, alright.
Curse, go away, please now. Good.
This is your eviction notice. You owe money.
Choose between death.
I'm wondering if Alex is gonna let this go through. Like, I have no idea how this works.
So,
I don't even know how this works.
as you focus on the blade, you're like, okay, curse, go, word, yes, stuff, away, evil curse, and then you kind of fall deeper into that same feeling of, well, not the same feeling, but the similar kind of way that you drew energy from within yourself. You feel the different forms of the balance of the universe. You feel the way that time flows, the distortions of space, life and death, and the energy and both entropy. Going through those different aspects of the universe, you realize that by wrapping the entropy around this curse, you're capable of removing the curse. And by focusing in on that, you do cast Remove Curse on the blade.
So you managed to do it by sheer luck.
By sheer willpower.
She got it right on the first try. Sheer luck.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Sheer demonic power.
There are people who go to school for this. And she did it in the first try.
Well, pretty much, I don't think we've seen that it's happened yet.
Also, you know, someone's laughing in sorcerer somewhere.
Yeah.
Malari, as
I would laugh more if the devil's like, yeah, she's just trying it out for like shits and gigs.
Yeah, I haven't made my mind up yet.
Lord Brightstar's like back in the castle, like, yes, good. Use the power that I have given you. So by using the power of entropy, you cast Remove Curse. The blade begins shimmering, and this kind of oozing red kind of ectoplasm seeps out of the blade, being destroyed by the kind of
should we not have done that over everyone's food? I'm so sorry.
Shiny blue mana that is seeping from you. The power of entropy itself, destroying the curse, and freeing the blade from the influence of the spirit of vengeance. And with that, you feel that having used entropy, it will not be in you and Trutinia will not be in balance again until you use energy to correct the scales.
Hey, Felix, you want to come outside?
What?
Oh god.
I'm a little busy at the moment. Perhaps later.
Pretty much like seeing the blade completely castless now, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I'm just gonna like jump back and just be like, what? No focus! No focus!
Well, that was... I'm slightly concerned, but it's done.
Yeah, the curse is removed from the blade. Malari, you still have the katana. Beatrix is sitting there like, she seems quite pleased with herself.
Well, here you go, Beatrice. I hope it is good enough. It's my first time actually doing really any kind of spells, so it's okay.
Oh, no, thank you. Why leave to these useless men what a woman can do better? And she takes the blade back and kind of holds it out and goes and puts it back on her person. She'll turn around to Felix. Felix, she'll grab you by the scruff of your shirt and pull you closer, and it's like, hit me.
Yeah. Do we have to do it right out here?
She'll slap you hard across the face with the backhand. Do it! It's better out here when there are others around.
I head to the bar.
Where do you want it?
No context.
I'm surprised the fact that Beatrice doesn't remember me from when the many times I pissed her off. Too.
Yeah, but...
Water, bridge.
Oh, for anyone watching, she asked me to do this, to be clear. And I... Oh. I'll smack her across the face. I was questioning smacking somewhere else, but then I thought, let's not make this weird. Any more weird than it already is.
Good choice.
I was gonna say get a room.
Felix, how hard do you hit?
He is slightly terrified of her, so he fears what will happen if he doesn't give it all he's got, so...
Good, roll an attack. With advantage.
Oh boy, oh yeah, because she's probably not resisting, is she?
Nope. This is fun.
And he misses even still.
Oh wait, I need to roll another one.
Oh no, he'll hit.
Please don't hit that one. Okay. Yeah. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Plus his... Is it an unarmed attack? So it's strength plus your strength?
Yeah, plus
I have a
strength.
0 for my strength modifier.
Then add your proficiency.
Listen, I'm a long-range guy. I'm not the person who bops in front. That's Golroth's job.
It's strength and proficiency, so you add 4 on top of it, so that's 19.
Oh. Okay, then.
Okay, 19 will hit. She would be incredibly disappointed if you didn't manage to hit her.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm a best hero, right?
In that case, as you strike her open palm, she takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Oh shit!
It was a decent hit, loud enough that a loud crack could be heard across the common area, and a lot of the sparse few other adventurers within the room and kind of Adventurers Guild employees kind of pause what they're doing as the silence falls, and they all look towards you. Beatrix...
Listen, she asked me to do that, alright?
She turns her head slowly towards you.
Fight, fight, fight.
Not a thing. Not a darn thing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
They're not hit hard enough.
No, nothing is good, you idiot.
Oh, yeah, that nothing! Oh, yes! Fantastic!
Oh no, if we're talking about that, there was definitely something. But that's not for now.
Right.
Malari, dear.
Yeah.
I do have to thank you for that. It's been a long time with this curse, and to be free of it, oh, it's invigorating.
Well, I hope you have fun with Felix. I need to go outside for a while.
Oh, don't worry, we will. And Felix, she'll grab you by your collar and drag you upstairs.
Damn, I wish I could go join them.
By the way, this whole time, both Felix and Beatrix have had their wings out.
It's like the norm.
It is the norm for them.
Seen him once, seen him 1,000 times.
It's the nom for Felix, and he gets usually pretty like, kind of shies away from everybody. So it's like, yep, whatever.
I like this woman. She reminds me of my wife.
Did
No,
she
I just-
also have a wing? No, she was just
Passionate.
Yes.
Lara, you wanted to step outside.
Yes, I do. Step outside, go for a bit of a run, pretty far away from everybody. Anyone around anywhere.
You can head outside the town walls. The towns have a big wall
That's probably
protecting
a
it.
good idea. And I will.
Larry's doing some demon shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some demon shit. And I cast another spell.
Nice. Which one would you like to cast?
I was thinking something that's less damaging to people's eyes and everything like that. I was going to use Flame Blade.
Flame Blade, nice. Focusing on the energy of Trutinia, the energy within yourself and within the world. It is bright, luminous, much the opposite to the entropy, which has a dark, pitchy blackness that kind of absorbs all light and energy. From drawing that out, you hold out a hand and the energy flows, gathering from the world and yourself, and a great sword of flame appears within your hand. It is not hot to your touch. It doesn't singe your fur or anything, but you can hold it and wield it as a weapon.
Fuck, this is cool.
Flame Blade's a good spell.
Yeah, the one.
I'm proud.
Having used both, having used energy, you now feel like you won't be in balance until entropy is used once again to balance the energy that you are now using.
Okay.
Balance is hard, man.
Balance is so fucking hard.
And I'm not talking about mechanical balance of this ability.
Just balance in general.
Alright. Okay, so I've done that. Now I gotta do the other one. Gotta get this balance shit under control. Alright. So, I've done the blade. I will cast Calm Emotions. Calm myself down.
Nice.
Nice.
Swinging around.
You draw upon a different kind of entropy this time, as the energy of the emotions within yourself are kind of... You're riding a bit of a high here. Not the least because of the...
Nobody's come to find me yet.
Not the least because of the immense power that you can feel that you now possess. You go and you draw that entropy, dissipating the energy of the emotions that you have. Casting calm emotions on yourself, you do feel that calmness settle.
Okay. Jeez. I need to not get so excited while doing this. It'd be bad news for everyone. Or maybe good news. I don't know.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Having used entropy once again, the switch is flipped, and the balance swaps back to the need for energy next time.
Fuck.
It's a never-ending cycle.
I guess I'll start walking back to the tavern.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't use too much energy.
No, but you
trying to figure out spells.
You don't feel like... The interesting thing is, you're not a spellcaster, so you're not quite sure how it works, but you're pretty sure that other spellcasters have, like, a limit. You've seen it with your companions, where after casting a number of spells, they begin running out of that magical energy that they can use to cast spells. After already casting 3 spells in fairly quick succession, you don't feel like you've depleted any of the various, not energies, but the various aspects of the universe. You don't feel like you've depleted any of that energy or entropy, any of the life or death, or even the time or space. You just feel like the balance has shifted ever so slightly one way and then the next. You feel like you could probably keep going for a while, but you don't feel any less powerful at the end of it.
Malari's like, I'm gonna argue if she should stay and figure this stuff out without anybody around. It's like, if I do this, I'm sure people will think this place is cursed after a while. But if I do this, then I won't get to know all this stuff.
Can I, at this point in time, like, realizing Malari's gone, can I have just, like, deciphered the relative direction that she went?
It's like, you guys are like, hang on a second. Where'd Malari go?
Yeah.
Guys, where's Malari?
Well, you kind of dashed out at, what, 160 feet per second per 6 seconds?
Oh, hey, Malari, have you seen some of the time domain stuff that you can do?
Yes, I have.
160 feet, right? Pfft.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I looked at some of that and I can move even further. A lot further.
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell.
Because that's what this party needed. More power for Malari.
Yeah.
More power for the murder crazy one.
Don't you agree?
Well, you know how the saying goes, power never corrupts anybody at all and is only ever a good thing.
Especially unlimited power.
I never really needed power, to be fair.
Absolute power has nothing to do with corruption whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right?
It is higher than it. So did I have a relative direction that you went or not?
Roll like survival to try and track the direction that Malari went, but I warn you it's going to be ridiculously high because Malari just has like a ridiculous base stealth. Like, I think Malari's passive stealth is in the 20s.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 4, but that's 10, so yeah, no.
Yeah. Actually, Beck, what is Malari's...
I don't know what mine is.
What's your stealth modifier?
What's just your stealth? Yeah.
13.
Yeah. And that, I don't think that's including the... That won't be including the fact that she has a, an elven cloak.
Yeah, but that's only by sight. So her footprints are still there.
That's true. But it does increase her passive stealth by +10.
Only by sight. And if she has it up.
Well, I mean...
Yeah,
true,
but at that time, there could have been a lot of foot traffic around the place.
That's true.
Yeah,
even without that, that's a passive stealth of... It's a passive stealth of 23, or a passive stealth of 33 if she's using the Cloak of Elvenkind. which is
It probably went on it probably would have been taken off while I was running.
patently absurd. Yeah, you're coming out of the Adventurers Guild Hall. You have no clue where Malari's gone.
You just knew that she was there 1 minute and she was gone the next. I guess I would still be, I would be figuring out how to balance stuff. So I would just sit down and think for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go towards one of the gates and ask if they've seen a tabaxi run out.
Did you see? Did you see a blur in the shape of a tabaxi?
Tabaxi?
Yes, tabaxi. Red cloak. Sorry, black. Red hood, black cloak.
Can't recall any tabaxi coming past.
Okay.
Not
I'll try one of the other
sure.
gates then.
Is she important?
Have you looked out in the distance, baby?
I think Felix is preoccupied at the moment.
Yeah.
Going and trying the different gates and the guards, I don't think none of them seem to recall seeing a tabaxi go past.
Yeah, I'm guessing that their like passive perception is way too low to even meet Beg's passive stealth. So yeah,
They'd need to roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
To have seen Malari go past, or kind of like cottoned on to that Malari is passing. It's not that they haven't necessarily seen Malari go past, it's that they hadn't realized that it was a, like, kind of click that, oh, there's a tabaxi person moving. Otherwise it would just be like, oh, that is a person going by, I'm not paying much attention to them at all.
I will be back in a second.
You'll be back.
And the sad thing is they haven't told me that.
Yeah, well, they don't know.
Well, I asked if the tabaxi went through, and they're just like, no, don't know. Well, they didn't say don't know about a tabaxi, but they're just like, no, a tabaxi didn't go through.
What's a tabaxi?
What is Gabriel doing right now? Just sitting back and relaxing?
Yeah, I was just at the tavern still.
Shouldn't somebody
Checking back
ball
in.
outside of the school?
Yep. I think Golroth was still here eating his meat, so just sit with him.
Would not know. Golroth is kind of AFK right now.
Yeah, Goroth's still eating the meat.
Reach in the breach.
Did you say you were going after Malari, Tyrus?
Yeah, I'm still looking around.
Yeah.
Tyrus, are you searching within or outside of the walls?
I'm probably just like, I'd like to actually just see if I can investigate like the gates, like each one that I went to, and see if I can find the paw prints.
I'm pretty sure Malari wears boots, but okay.
Actually,
Nope.
no. I don't wear boots.
Don't you?
I don't have any boots.
What?
What, you don't have boots?
Yeah.
What kind of silly is that?
I was
You
actually
don't have
talking
boots?
to Henry last night and said the fact that he's like, yeah, what kind of armor do you have? I'm like, yeah, I just have like, I've got the studded leather armor and the cloak, and that's it.
Huh. Boots can be a part of the studded leather armor if you
if you wish it.
If you wish it, but if you don't want boots, then you don't need boots, I guess. Okay. Roll another survival check. See if you can track them away.
Well, Malari is completely.
Yeah, you're not having any luck whatsoever. You can't find.
Terry, oh damn!
You can't find any trace of her.
Man.
Imagine what would happen if I went true stealth mode.
Yeah.
This isn't even my full form.
This isn't even my final form.
Gonna give up, Tyrus?
Probably gonna start looking outside and just see, like, but the worst part is I don't know which direction, so
No.
maybe see if I can sense magic of some sort.
Do you have detect magic?
No, I don't. Like, I wouldn't be able to get it from that range either.
I'm licking around in the air.
Might as well ask the people in the towers, be like, hey, can I, like, sit up in the tower and look around for a while?
Oh, I can go much higher than the tower.
What?
I'm gonna go higher.
Crazy. Checking around outside the town walls, after doing about a lap, you do come across Malaria sitting outside the town walls.
I'll stealth!
Sure.
Stealth and watch.
I can hear you back there, Tyrus.
Yeah, you definitely can. I think that's a 4 total.
Yeah, you hear you hear him long before you can see him. Malaria, your senses are pretty keen, and you actually turn your head and like open an eye just slightly, and you see Tyrus walking around looking, and then he sees you, and then he like goes and tries to hide, but there isn't much place to hide around, so he like kind of drops to the ground with a kathunk, and you can still see him. He's not really hidden by the tufts of grass that he has tried to duck down behind. He's still
I can't
quite
see them, they
visible to
can't
you.
see me.
Oh my god, Tyrus. Learn how to
What?
speak.
I mean, what?
I'm not here.
Can I help you with something?
Well, you were showing off your powers, I think.
I'm trying to balance my powers.
Balance?
Balance. You know, like a balancing beam?
I know, like a balancing beam, but why do you need to balance your powers?
It just feels off otherwise.
Like,
Well,
okay. Mind if I just watch?
I'm kind of trying to visualize the balance before I try the balance.
Oh, I'll be quiet. No worries.
Need to visualize,
Yeah, visualize. Do that.
feel
thing.
within you, and then execute. Feel the power flow through you.
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 14.
1 and 14.
Yes.
Apple.
There is no such thing as a D7. Damn.
You can type into Google.
4! Wow, I'm rolling horribly.
Okay. Back to energy. So I will try and use the spell Searing Smite.
Nice.
Oh, you can use.
Grabbing out probably the keen dagger, perhaps. You go and concentrate energy onto it, feeling the kind of a radiant energy, a flaming radiant energy, and it coalesces onto the blade. You feel like hitting something with this is going to cause a bit of damage. Having used energy to cause the smite to coalesce within your dagger, you now feel that the balance shifts once more. At this point, you've used about 2 of each. You kind of figure that by taking a long rest, you can kind of the balance will even out.
I might go to sleep for a couple of hours.
You still have the smite on the dagger, by the way.
I attack a tree.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, would you like to spar or something?
I don't think you'd live.
Try me.
I'm a bitch.
Most every time.
As your keen dagger is flaring with white-hot intensity, you go taking a strike at a tree. The tree ignites in flames.
Oh no!
This is fine.
You sure about that? You sure you wanted to fight with me?
Yeah? Have you seen my smite? Have you seen my attacks?
Maybe when I get more, fluent with these powers of sorts.
Maybe once you get more powerful.
Mick, I will find a coconut for you.
You want to get more powerful than smiting a tree?
Well, I've only started using one part of my power.
Okay.
There's so much more to play with. It's gonna be so much fun.
She only used 2% of her power.
Just Malari casually playing with the balance of
Reality
Tinia as a whole.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But I should probably get some rest after we not deal with this forest fire if it catches onto other trees.
Oh, I'll prestidigitation as much as I can.
Yeah, you spend a while prestidigitationing a lot of the tree before the flames catch and spread too far.
I could probably do something else. Well, I'm assuming kind of cold one might be overkill, but if that's a bit quicker, I'll do that.
You can prestidigitation enough to suppress the flames.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that works.
Felix looks outside. Is that tree on fire? Focus! Right, sorry.
Why can I imagine your character actually doing that, in the middle of having some fun? You're like, hang on a second, is that thing on fire?
No comment. As you guys head back to the Adventurers Guild Tavern,
Why am I rolling higher now?
you know what?
What?
We'll go to Beatrix and Felix.
Ooh.
Do we have to?
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Chica, wow, no.
So, after things happen, Beatrix will kind of stretch her one wing, still out, stretching with her. That was a long time coming now, wasn't it?
Indeed.
I think we need to go to the Reaper's Island. At least, I'd like to go to the Reaper's Island.
And the wings really made the Wait, what? Reaper's Island.
Yes, I think there's something there. You felt this connection too, haven't you?
Between us or the island?
No, but between us.
Yeah, I was always.
Well,
You're making me laugh, damn it! It's like, yeah, admittedly, it did take a while for me to try and fully understand what this connection was, but
I'm still trying to figure that out as well.
I like where it's going, don't get me wrong.
No,
Except for
not.
when he
You know
went
what I
straight-
mean.
Yes, I do,
The
yeah.
link. It's like fate. And I don't mean that just because you're an attractive infernal, and very horny at that. And the wing certainly does. Anyway.
The wing. Oh boy, I got
way to lean in. Well done.
I got to get me one of these wings. I tell you.
Yeah, it makes all the difference, don't you know?
Feels like he's conversating for something.
I'm doing pretty alright, okay?
Damn!
So, yeah. Beatrix's
Alex,
wing
Anyway.
isn't to compensate for anything. As we were.
The island.
I think it has something to do with where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Yes.
Weird time to be asking that, but...
Where are you from? Yes. Perfect answer.
I can't remember my parents. The earliest memories that I have were of the Reaper and of my not at all pleasant childhood within the Pirate Isles. I've always been with this blade, and aside from that, there's just something missing. The Reaper was always very secretive about his island. There's something unusual there. I think he found me there.
You know where the location is? The actual island itself.
Yes, of course. I can take you there. I think we can go there ourselves. That
He
link.
thinks for a moment. If she's gonna keep talking, go ahead.
Whenever I think of you, I think I can feel where you are, and I feel like if I can reach out, I can make a pathway to you. And when
Now I'm
I'm
curious if I could do the reverse.
yes, and when we were together earlier on, there was that connection. It felt
Yeah.
like we could go anywhere, any realm, any place on Trutinia. It's intoxicating.
Yeah. The absolute freedom. Let me just... And he gets up off of the bed and, looks for stationery on the room desk real quick.
Yeah, you'd be able to find some.
Yeah. If I am gonna go with you with this, I don't know how long this is going to take, but if this takes a while, think the rest of the Chosen would like to know where I am.
Oh. You know, the rest of your ragtag group aren't so bad.
Yeah. Lot of rotating doors, but always interesting characters nonetheless.
I've been thinking for a little while that it might not be so bad being around you some more. And they can tag along too, of course.
I'd like that.
You're gonna have to get a different tent.
Well, I'm glad that's decided then.
Yeah. Welcome to the Chosen.
Yes,
but first... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I guess I will be traveling with the Chosen.
We'll all be happy to have you.
You know, it's an unusual jump from pirate lieutenant to hero of the world, but...
Yeah. I think you've got the stuff for it.
Oh. Well, if you think so, then...
Make this note and,
Wait, do you think we're going alone?
Not anymore, he doesn't.
We can. I think I've grown strong enough to be able to handle the traps that the Reaper has laid out. See, I know where the island is. I know that it has many traps on it, but I've never been... He's never allowed me far into it.
I think you cut out at some point. I heard traps. I know that...
No, I think you couldn't. Everybody else could hear it. You just couldn't.
What was basically stated is that she doesn't know exactly where the traps are, but she can.
She feels strong enough to traverse the traps.
Yep.
TLDR was...
Traps on the island can potentially disarm them.
Yeah. Well, deal with them, not necessarily disarm. Yeah, she wasn't... She was a bit surprised that she thinks that it would just be the two of you heading there.
Oh, with talk about going anywhere in an instant, I thought... But yeah, that's fine,
At this point in time, Tyrus is getting tired of walking and dimension doors back to the tavern. Oh, wait, wrong room.
Whoa, right.
If anything, Malaria would be like, hey, I want to come.
It's like, okay, wrong room. No, we'll walk it.
What are you talking about? I can run back. You? I'm not sure.
I'll probably get there before you... No, if you stop time.
Yeah, I run back, go all the way into the room and like put my ear against the door. Listening.
Yeah, alright, if that's what you want, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it together.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what you hear, Malari.
Did she actually go back? Alright, fine, I'm dimension dooring back.
Well, Larry's speedy, even without new crazy powers.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
need crazy powers to be speedy.
Will we need to, bring anything? Will we need to talk to any of the Chosen about anything?
Well, presumably we should talk to them about going.
Yeah.
I knock on the door.
We'll...
Housekeeping.
Roll deception. Do it. No, performance. Do that one instead.
No, should be best.
Well, actually, yeah, if she is gonna roll to try and, like, pretend to be housekeeping, let's see.
That's 21. No, more than that. That is 22.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know, I don't think I'm gonna beat that, but for humor's sake, I want to try and roll.
My deception is
insight
plus
on that.
13.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna beat that, but just for curiosity's sake, for science, I want to see. Yep.
Before you even have a chance to answer, Beatrix is like, "Oh yes, good. Come in."
Wait, hold on. He pulls back up his pants real quick.
Malari, you walk in. You see a naked Beatrix in bed. Felix hastily trying to dress himself. Good.
Ooh.
We were just talking about if you want to join us.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can I turn down?
No, we're to the Reapers Island.
I know. I was just joking.
But you know,
Yeah.
you were outside eavesdropping. For how long?
A while. I did my stuff outside and then I came back.
Out of context, that sounds really, really bad. I did my stuff outside, just listening to you guys have sex, and then
I played with some spells outside and then I came back.
not making it bad.
The context is terrible here.
Yes.
I played with some energy and entropy spells outside and then came back. Is that okay?
Yeah. Just don't listen in on me. Beatrix like this.
I didn't listen in on that part, but I do wish I could have joined you. It would have been so much fun.
Iris is just.
Beatrix looks over at Beatrix.
Silence in this room.
Beatrix chuckles a bit and is like, if you can keep up, little one.
Oh, fuck no. I think I could probably keep up more than Felix can.
Oh no, that won't
I'm
be hard.
right here.
No, that won't be hard. Jeez, Alex! Iris has dropped into the cabin at this point.
He's like, where'd she go this time?
Yep.
Goroth and Gabriel, what are you guys doing?
Please.
Goroth, I don't know. After his meal, if it's night, he'd probably find a bar to drink in or somewhere.
Okay.
I suppose
You're not gonna walk into the room too. Bring everybody in. Why don't we?
Hey, it's party.
Actually, no. He'd find like a place where he could do like an amateur boxing type, like the bare knuckle boxing type place.
Don't
where
know
we
if
go
there's
and have a few fights.
that kind of place within the town.
There isn't. That's a bit kinky.
You see your opponent in the ring.
If there's no place like that, then he'd just go somewhere drinking.
Toy is ready!
There's a non-adventurer type place. A tavern that is not the Adventurers Guild to go to.
I must be drinking at the Adventurers Guild anyway.
Yeah, I suppose, like, I wouldn't have gone away from the Adventurers Guild. If they're serving booze there, then he'd just be drinking where is easy for him.
I'm buying.
All right.
I'll just feel some wind pass you from time to time.
Golroth passing wind. Oh no.
To Tyrus when he gets there.
Offer a drink.
By the way, very funny joke there, Alex.
What did you say, Gabriel? Caleb?
Oh, if we saw Malari go by in the tavern, if she went upstairs, then we could tell Tyrus when he gets there.
When he gets there.
Oh, I should be back at this point. 2 dimension doors.
Yeah, Tyrus, you get back. You guys did notice Malari head upstairs.
Fair.
She kind of like comes in and is like, "Hi, bye," goes upstairs.
He just runs by. We don't listen to people have sex.
I'm just going Golroth and Gabriel.
Hey, to be fair, Elise used to keep off my urges with our cuddles. Nobody cuddles me anymore.
No one. You never ask.
I didn't think I needed to. Malari just kept cuddling with Elise for a long period of time. And then she lost Elise. What do you expect?
This has taken a drastically darker tone.
Yes.
Alright. Gonna join these two at the bar and just be like, well, Malari's power is interesting.
What was she doing?
Level?
What?
Probably better to be seen than heard. All I know is doesn't require focus and lots of possible power.
Channeled from the Demon Lord.
I don't know. Although she didn't want to spar with me, which I'm kind of disappointed about.
I can spar with you.
Yeah, this doesn't sound too bad. Although I'm probably not much one for bare knuckle.
Huh.
But you can definitely swing your axe at me easy.
You want me to hit you with my axe?
Well,
Damn it, Malari's got me thinking dirty this entire conversation.
I'm not expecting Malari to just like pop her head up over the bar, just like, hey! Immediately.
She doesn't say anything, you just see her raise and lower her eyebrows rapidly. No words, just eyebrows going up and down like crazy.
I look over towards Felix and be like, so, did you have fun?
I'm not the sort to kiss and tell.
I don't really have. You don't have to say anything. It's all over your face.
Malari immediately turns to Beatrix. How about you?
I can see it on your face, Felix. You're very easy to figure out.
Am I?
Yeah.
What am I thinking right now?
Beatrix. Turns towards your girlfriend. Isn't that right?
Oh yes, I find it quite easy. But that's perhaps due to the special connection that we share.
Yeah, but if you're around him long enough, you'll be able to tell without too much of that.
Yes, you're probably right about that.
Alright, well, thank you for visiting, Malari. We will have plenty to talk about in the morning.
You're gonna chase me out, huh? Gonna have some more fun times. Have fun. I would go back downstairs and sit and sneak up and sit next to somebody. What you guys doing?
Drinking, I say, and I hand you a glass.
Oh, thank you.
What were you doing?
Oh, just listening in on the conversation that Felix and Beatrix were having about going to the Pirate Island somewhere. And they're thinking about either going by themselves or taking us with them so we can have lots of fun there.
I'm worried if Felix is too far gone.
Well, I'm sure Beatrix would love to come join us since she said so herself. But anyway, if they do want to go their own little private lover outing, they can do so. But
yeah,
not help.
If they'd like to, that's fine. But I will worry.
Worry about what?
About Felix's well-being.
Felix can take care of himself.
What are you talking about?
Are you serious? Come on,
I say that.
Yeah,
I think for a
that's
second. I take a drink.
I'm like,
I was like, no, we can't. We have to go with him.
Gora,
there better be
you don't
things to
even
fight
know.
on the island.
He almost got killed by a fucking coconut.
I did not get almost killed by a coconut.
You hear shouted from upstairs.
Why is everyone acting like Felix is incompetent?
Because if I brought out my shiny stone, you would go, ooh, shiny stone.
Only something in the back of his mind would go shiny stone. Yeah, there's something about that. So familiar.
That reminds me, I need to get it,
I feel like crashing through a door for some reason.
I wish we could do that to him again. Anyway.
Okay. So as you guys sit and converse, and upstairs probably getting changed,
Sparring match. Oh.
sparring match.
If that also worried me.
Fine!
You keep like a massive creating somehow like one shot Aura.
I won't do that! I'm not gonna smite him, jeez! Plus, I don't even have those spell slots at the moment.
If it's a battle of fisticuffs, Goroth absolutely has the upper hand.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
But look at me, it's like a geared fight with swords and shit.
I've got a pretty good sword.
I heard something about smite.
Yeah.
You don't even know that's what that spell's called!
And besides, if we're sparring, you shouldn't use magic against me.
Shouldn't use swords
Sword size
against
doesn't
each other.
matter.
Well, I mean, I wanted to fight with fists.
Yeah.
Golgoroth wanted to, fight.
But it's like a very uneven fight.
Mm.
Anyway.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do here at this point?
You know what? Probably wait
Beatrix.
until Felix
No,
comes down.
I don't want to get lost.
Damn it, Mick.
Yeah.
Darn.
Someone want to
The
get
opportunity
Felix.
presented itself. I got it out of my system.
Someone want to get Felix. We can talk about this.
Maybe in the morning.
I didn't even know what you said, Mick. What did you say before?
I saw an opportunity. I got it out of my system.
Okay.
He said
For a
Beatrix.
joke. Yeah, the question was, what do you want to do? I responded, Beatrix.
You already did Beatrix. What are you talking about? We don't even know for how many rounds.
I'm not gonna ask for anything more.
Right.
Hold on, roll a d4.
Roll a d4.
Wait, if it's how many rounds, and each round is 6 seconds.
roll a con save.
Not that kind of round.
Oh no.
Yeah, roll a con
In
save.
any case...
Then roll a d100. There you go.
No, you said D4.
Damn, Mick, I didn't know you came that quickly.
Anyway.
Me multi-attack gets you pretty hard. Sorry.
So you guys are gonna rest until the next day.
Fuck yeah.
Felix
Well,
definitely is.
Yeah, I think at this point in time, Tyrus is like, I kind of want to get paid for like the 2 jobs that we just did.
Oh yeah, we should do that. That sounds like a good thing.
Pretty sure you guys got paid for...
No, didn't get paid for the church.
No,
The church.
Get paid for the church.
We did not get paid for the church because Vivi was just like, "Oh, we'll send you along. We don't have the funds at the moment."
It's in the mail.
Yeah,
Okay,
Checks in the mail.
fair.
I can guarantee you that because I have not earned a single dime since I bought all this gear. So
Broke.
I think Golroth has 10 gold pieces.
Bloody hell.
But he didn't go on the Zeitlich Church mission.
no, he did not. But
That's true.
you do have access to the party gold, which is still all technically your gold.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Elise's. It was Elise's gold.
We get party funds. Who's backing that?
I've got it.
Cool.
I've got it in the second
Bag.
bag of holding. Yeah.
The money
Well,
bag.
the only bag of holding I have, but one of the 2 bags that I'm carrying.
Yeah, it wasn't. We also sold off a whole bunch of weapons and all that stuff. And extra stuff that Elise had.
Okay.
Which I'm pretty
So,
yeah.
how you guys gonna ask for your funds?
Back's not doing it. I give
Yeah.
the sending stone to Gabriel. You can do it.
Well, I don't want to do it because I also don't care. I don't think we need more money. Maybe for Golroth for like the last mission we did, because like the triumvirate stuff.
Yeah.
Felix comes down the stair in the morning. What's everybody doing?
Felix can do it.
What? Oh, hold on.
Beatrix will come down after him and be like, "Oh yes, he can."
Man, I wasn't invited for this. Why
He
not?
just got stopped.
I don't think we've
Right,
stopped.
all right. I
No.
can do what? What? What are you talking about?
You're talking to Vivi.
Talking to Vivi.
What
I'll give her a
time
call.
is it? Is probably a better question.
Probably sometime late at night.
I think it's like 10, 11, 12, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought this was the next morning. Sorry.
Yeah, so did I. So you wait till the morning.
Yeah,
Have
that
a
is
conversation
Felix's
about Reaper's
thing.
Island first and then wait till morning, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can say it's morning.
Long rest.
I feel balanced.
You do feel balanced. Yes.
Oh,
Do we do long rest?
Yep. Long
You need
rest.
a balanced. You need a balanced breakfast.
Instead of
The
you
bowl
fancy-
of Thanos.
Oh, I see. Yep, you guys spending the night at the Adventurers Guild is fine. Basically, you get the benefits of a long rest. Malara, you have an unusual sleep. It's a little restless as you recall memories of the moment that you were granted your newfound power. Intense thinking about what classifies as a long rest. Yeah, you guys are fine otherwise.
Yay, spell slots.
As it's basically as you guys, Felix and Beatrix are coming down, the last to arrive for breakfast in the morning. That you guys, as you guys are kind of passing around the Sending Stone, the doors to the Adventurers Guild fling open, and walking in is Vivi. Vivian
Alright, popping back my
Atalanta.
Sending Stone
I
then.
guess her ears were burning.
Here you go. Who does that call you?
I'll stand up and just be like, Vivi!
Lady Vivian.
You're a sight for
Sora's.
used to be warm, very warm in a demonic realm eyes, but yes.
I hear that you've done quite well. It seems the negotiations were successful then. And as she's walking up
yes.
she's kind of walking up to the table that you guys are at. She begins glowing.
Oh dear.
Just like with an aura around her. Malari, you do as well. Vivi's aura is kind of a white aura, whereas yours is a very dark, fiery, reddish black one. And as she approaches, the auras seem to both clash and intermingle with each other. Vivi looks quite stunned at this and is like, "Oh, that's new and unusual."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
What is this? What is going on?
That's what I'd
Can we
like
give
to
you
know.
some space?
Free.
Is Gabriel glowing at all?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Wait a second. Oh wait, Felix wouldn't know that. He wasn't there for that particular conversation, I don't think.
I think only Tyrus knows.
Yeah. So as these kind of clashing auras of Vivi and Malari, Vivi is like, "What happened during?" I felt there was something unusual, but yeah, there've been many unusual things happening as of late.
That was the, I assume that was part of the trade.
What kind of deal did you
Negotiations
make?
went very well.
It became a pillar.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Tyrus just
You're a
leans
pillar,
back.
Pillar of what?
Well,
You're
I'm a
wizard,
pillar of
no.
balance.
So am I.
That shouldn't be possible.
I'm very confused. How the huh?
At this point, the other adventurers and kind of staff within the Adventurers Guild are like, everyone's like kind of up and very confused. There's a bit of a, like people are getting up, coming over and looking at what's happening.
Alright, maybe we should find a room and talk about this privately. We are gathering a crowd here.
And we didn't gather a crowd when you and Beatrice were having a fun time fight yesterday. And you slapped it?
This is more of a commotion than that.
Yeah, this is on a completely different level, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Vivi is like, I do have private quarters here, which let's head up. She'll lead you guys up to the space that has basically been acting as her office for a little while the Demonic Realm expedition has been ongoing. As Malari, as the proximity between you and Vivi closes, as you get closer to one another, the auras flare and kind of spark against each other. Sometimes there's sparks, sometimes they just slowly meld into one another and settle.
This seems interesting.
Felix is looking away.
Taris is just adding to the sparks with prestidigitation. Just
Stop that.
It's like Felix is watching a girl on girl kind of moment with that aura, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Felix is turning away, like, no, I'm not. This feels wrong. I don't know why, but it feels wrong.
Beatrix is like, she's unperturbed by that, and's like, "Yeah, this is, darling. What's happening here?"
I have no idea. What is going on? He will ask. Still not looking.
I'm assuming we're in the room by this point.
Yeah, you guys get into the room. Vivi will kind of sit. She'll stand at one end of the room, actually, at one corner, away from Malari, and with that distance between you, the auras are still kind of visible, but distant. With the chance to kind of observe and get a sense for this power, this pressure, each and every one of you, even Goroth, who is totally uninitiated in the magical arts, you can tell that the auras that both Vivi and Malari are putting out, they feel fairly identical to each other. The main difference is being that Vivi's seems stronger. Like she's had more time to control and use it. But aside from that, they feel identical. The only other real difference being the coloration.
So if Malari's a pillar, does that make you one as well? He points at Ljubljana. What?
Vivi's like, "Oh yes, I am a pillar. I have been a pillar of Nightorn for, well, my whole life, really. That is how being a pillar works."
Alright. Well, there's that. Should we be concerned about Malari's new pillar status?
I don't know.
I don't see what's wrong here, but I don't understand either why you're really confused.
Seems like having two pillars of balance is a bad thing. When the pillars of balance stop unbalanced themselves, I can only imagine that was...
I don't think it is.
The question is, did you feel the unbalance when I was using some spells yesterday?
Well, no, that's not how... We don't cause an unbalance as such. It's just that to maintain the balance, we need to use our different powers in equilibrium. At least that's how it's always been for me.
Yeah. Okay. How is there two pillars of balance?
Well,
Or does each god have their own pillar of balance?
no.
Is that how that? I don't know.
There should only be 7 pillars. There are times when, well, particularly a pillar of time, funnily enough, appears in an era where they are not meant to be, such as the High Cardinal. And you know, that would cause there to be 2 pillars of time. One from a different time period and one the proper pillar of time for that time.
Thank goodness.
Pillar?
I don't know. I don't know what any of this means. This is totally unprecedented. Because there has never been a pillar for any entity that is not a greater god. This raises lots of philosophical and theological questions.
It also raises for me that there might be a gold rush as well.
How so?
Well, if one can do it.
Yeah.
Is this a sort of thing like, in order to become a greater god, you need to have like a certain number of followers, and Malari just happened to be the lucky 1,000,000th worshipper? Is that how this works?
Seriously?
Perhaps. Have you...
Not a lucky fucking draw, Felix.
Did you hear of the god civil war? The divine civil war?
Pardon?
Up until now, no.
It happened many thousands of years ago, to say the least.
Many moons.
It was time when there was a shift in the balance of the lesser gods. The shining god, the shining star god, he gathered much power, much followers, and killed them, took their power in the attempt to become a greater god, but failed. So even by combining the power of countless lesser gods, the most powerful lesser god at the time was still unable to ascend to greater godhood. It's the long and short of it.
Well, I suppose the gold rush would be how this even came to be. Which, actually, honestly, is now concerning, because Malari could be targeted?
Perhaps. I don't feel like her existence is detrimental to the balance of reality. At least, not in of itself. Any pillar...
You just call me useless.
Any pillar is capable of great things, and how Malari uses her newfound powers is to be seen.
Agreed.
But she is one of the chosen. One of my chosen, I suppose. You've all worked towards ensuring the future of Trutinia up to this point, and I shouldn't have any doubts about how you will go in the future.
I'm always here for the good of the people. That's all I can say.
I feel like he's gonna keep an eye on me now.
I always had an eye on you. Not in the way that you're actually thinking now, but
Did you now?
I have an eye on you as well, Felix.
Ooh,
I'm
damn.
taken, alright?
Just the same as Gabriel cares for this group. For the most part. I don't know if the relationship is strained between Gabriel and Malari now, but
No.
Hey, I
But-
did nothing wrong. Not my fault that Claudia hates me. Fuck's sake.
Vivi, I know this is probably rude of me to ask, but we have completed I say completed a few jobs up until this point.
Super
Hand
weird.
out.
Yes, you have. I suppose I should get those funds to you.
If funds are strained, then that's no issue, honestly. But I am
it's
saying
fine.
that
And Vivi waves her hand, and Malari, you can tell right away what she's doing. You have an instinctual feeling that Vivi is using the powers of space to warp from another location. A bag of, and you kind of know that this is happening as time seems to slow around you, as you really concentrate in on Vivi's actions. Vivi uses the powers of space to create to teleport a bag of gold onto the table.
I feel like while she's like concentrating on something else, Malari like puts on her hood and then kind of moves over towards her and watches her more intently.
Oh no, don't merge all of us again.
Time
don't-
has
Wait.
gone really slowly for everybody, so people don't really notice.
I don't think it's a good idea to get that close again either.
Whose
I
hand
don't know
was
what's
that?
gonna happen. Well, technically, it started to calm down when we were close to each other from time to time.
Phoenix is covering his face, but then he opens one of his fingers to look through.
Malari, as you're approaching, you can feel. You guys can. Well, none of you can really see this. As Vivi is kind of moving in slow motion to everyone except Malari. As Malari, you feel within this proximity to Vivi an instinctual need to keep the balance. And you've somewhat unwittingly used powers of time to keep the balance of space and time here. And you're able to approach her at an immense speed. And as you're watching her do this, you can see the auras intermeld, and you know that as these auras are intermelding, your powers are linking in some way, as they're so similar. They're almost the same power, just from different sources.
That's right, Giga! You tell him! I'm sorry, I had to.
Meowy cat.
He was saying something in the background. He was chirping at you guys.
So Malari, as the kind of hyperspeed ends, the bag of gold appears on the table, and the rest of you notice that Malari has gone right up to Vivi, and the auras at this point aren't causing conflict with each other. They seem to have just kind of become one, a swirling mass of both a black and red energy and also a a white rainbow energy.
Okay, I'm over it now.
That feels better. The balance feels good.
Actually, could I get everyone except Malari to make a strength saving throw?
Wait, what? This isn't mine.
Oh boy.
That's not my tray. Here we are.
Uh-oh.
Whose
I
tray
need to
were
roll
you
what?
on?
A strength roll?
Strength.
I was on somebody else's, like, tray.
I
19
rolled
for me.
16 total.
16
Strength.
total is not
Oh,
enough.
I got a 19.
No.
That's sick.
19 is... hey, Malari, what's your new save DC?
Jeez.
18.
What the?
It is 18.
Oh.
Okay, Tyrus, you're okay.
Yay.
Felix rolled an 8, but the saving bonus is 2, so that's 10.
Hi, Felix. Gabriel, what do you get?
Bye, Felix.
A 6.
Bye, Gabriel.
Do we all just get knocked off of our seats?
You sure do. All of you except Tyrus are getting blown away by the sheer pressure of the two pillars of balance in close proximity. Their powers combining and growing and causing an immense amount of just pressure pushing all of you back. So this is fun.
Oh, shit. Should we be stopping this?
You can try if you want.
The booth just like holding on to like chairs.
Yeah, Taurus is like, so what's everybody doing?
Pretty much.
Vivi looks
Guys,
down
come
at
on.
you, Malari. She'll look deep into your soul. You can see her shimmering
She is taller than you.
rainbow-colored eyes staring into yours. Your now black flaming eyes. You can tell your powers have balanced each other out, and with that, you can feel Vivi once again activating space as she blinks away, teleporting elsewhere, and she is gone.
Okay, what was that?
I was restoring balance.
Stored it right off our seats.
Well, some people need to get stronger, apparently.
I just
Tyrus
rolled
is
really
just
well.
sitting there, just swinging his legs. Like a good child.
I honestly most likely should have failed that.
Bloody hell.
I rolled an 18 and my strength is 1, so I'm just like,
Yeah. If anyone should have succeeded, it should have been Golroth, but...
I mean,
Yeah.
casual plus 9 to my rolls, but
yeah, you got like 16 and I'm just like,
I rolled a 7 and still got 16, so
Felix will help Beatrix up.
what
So
a
the question is, we
gentleman.
didn't even know what her role was.
not sufficient.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Did you
Not
know?
enough.
She was...
it was strength, so.
I think Beatrix is actually stronger than Felix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of her, well, that's one of the reasons I like her.
In this relationship, she is the muscle.
She's the breadwinner.
She wears the pants.
Oh, damn. Damn, that's just mean.
Ironically, she's actually wearing a skirt, but the point stands.
Hey, you guys can both wear skirts. That's okay.
Alright.
It might at least be like a kilt or something.
Yes.
The
Yes,
two
it can.
pillars
Okay.
started
I can handle
balancing
that.
each other out the closer they were.
But because we were so close, it was, I'm guessing, blowing you guys away except for Tyrus.
Yep.
For some reason.
Well,
Yeah, how are you?
We'll just retcon that I put up a shield, reacted with a shield of some sort. It's fine.
Yeah, I imagine Tyrus was just like clinging to the furniture.
Yeah.
It was not an easy
And you're
resist.
ground, man!
Oh, this is very interesting.
No kidding.
Well, I suppose that we should probably.
I wonder where she went.
Well, I'm gonna pull. Well, I don't think I actually have a sending stone.
I do.
Speaking of traveling, we're proposing a voyage.
Yeah, I already told them about it.
Alright. Alright, so everyone who has apparently heard about this before we brought it up to you guys in person, what do you all think?
I don't care. If there'll be strong fights, I'll go.
We'd like to go with you.
I am looking in for a particular item at this point, but a diversion would never hurt. Where are we going? Well, I'm assuming we're going to the island, aren't we?
As long as I figure out what the fuck this shiny rocket actually is before we leave, I will be happy. Plus, you still owe me a fucking pet.
We can take care of that before we leave.
You said that last time.
I would like to
It'll be on
return
the
the
way.
shield.
How much?
As amazing as this is.
How much money did we get from Vivian?
She
Just then.
accidentally teleported her entire fortune.
No, she left you guys 10,000 gold.
Hooray!
10,000. That's 2,000 each.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes.
5. Beatrix was in.
You sure you want to pay her?
Pirate
I've got-
lieutenant.
I've got a lot of money of my own. Like, we can. I'll take care of this. I'll take care of that. The rest of you don't worry. I'll take care of this.
I feel like I have a lot of gold.
As Beatrix is like, oh. Well, I'm glad that you aren't as destitute as you sometimes appear.
Jesus. What a compliment.
I had a lot of opportunity to actually spend it.
Well,
But now-
Beatrix, if he doesn't have enough, you can always come to me. We'll go on a shopping spree.
Yes. I don't know whether I should be flattered or terrified.
That's normal with her.
That's honestly a normal feeling around Malari.
More pertinent as of late.
Very much so.
I love the way you added that. Very much so.
Okay, so as you guys have collected your funds and Felix, you kind of propose a voyage. That was a good time to end.
Yeah.
As good as any.
I was gonna sending stone to Vivi just to let her know that we're going that way.
Yeah, the response that you get back is, no worries about that. Perhaps it is not best we meet in person right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand completely.
Aw, but I wanted to hang out again. Having this so fun.
Larry, you were literally a time bomb.
Hey, she doesn't
That's
have that
different
yet.
from normal.
Outside of... Hey, she doesn't have that yet.
You're a ticking time bomb. But that's different from normal?
Yeah. So, thanks for the interesting session, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was fun.
Things
Hey.
are
It was a
happening.
good session.
To be fair, you kind of mentioned the fact that somebody was having some fun.
Yeah, well,
That was your fault.
Felix needs a win.
Yes.
Even though we degraded, we pretty much always came up on him in the end.
2 jobs, $10,000. Not bad.
And now we got an extra party member.
Yay!
Yay, because I doubt Josh is ever going to come back.
The Cinderay elf girl. Wait, elf girl? Pirate lieutenant.
Angel Girl.
Angel Girl is most fitting.
Now,
Yeah.
I still love her. She's Cinderay. It's great.
So, we shall continue next week.
Alrighty.